Guys, give me a minute. I'm going to go take a look at this in the other room to make sure it's looking good, and I'll be with you. Give me a minute. Be right back. I'll be right there. Just making sure it's where it's supposed to be. Who's got the issues? And we're ready. Yep, we're ready. Okay, let's do this. Working perfectly. Shut down. Turn this thing off. Okay. All right. I know you can hear me. I'm just shutting the other laptop off. Just wanted to make sure I was in the right spot for you guys. Okay, here we go. And here I come to have a chit chat with y'all. And we're going to build this house. Out of the hallway, old dog. Come on. You ran away. Go bug Gypsy. Go on. Go see Gypsy. Go see Gypsy. Go on. Go lay down. Go see Gypsy. My dog is 16 and he comes wandering down the hallway. He got in here earlier today and moved the lights. I thought for sure he was going to wreck the lights, but he didn't. Okay, guys. Let me reach across for my hat. Never leave home without it. And we're ready to go. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Happy Easter for those of you that celebrate. For those of you that don't celebrate, happy holiday for whatever it is you do celebrate. My name is Charlotte. I'm going to be your host for the next couple hours. Whew, let me catch my breath. It's warm in here. I'm also the owner of the California Haunts Paranormal Investigation Team based out of Sacramento, California. We're 45 strong up and down the state, which means if you have a paranormal issue, we can get to you. It just might take us a little while, but we definitely can get to you. So don't lose heart. And in the case that we can't get to you right away, we do have psychics on staff who can help us by calling you and talk with you about what may or may not be going on. And in that case, they can mostly, simmer down the energy, that's going on before we get out there. And that allows you time to relax a little bit. Want to find us? Just look us up on Google. We're everywhere. Look us up under California Haunts Paranormal Investigation Team. Look us up under California Haunts Radio. You'll find us, especially on Facebook. That being said, if you are watching from Facebook tonight and you like what you see and what you hear, hopefully you can hear me all right, and you like and see what you hear, please follow if you haven't done so already. You know, we're always looking for followers. Also, comment. You can throw comments down there. I can't see them from here because they're on my phone screen, but I will look them over after the show. So throw some comments up there, and if you like it, throw some hearts, throw some smileys. You know, show us some love today, okay? Same thing with YouTube. We got almost 1,000 subscribers over YouTube. We're around 150 away, real close to it now. So if you could help us out for subscribers, that would be great too if you haven't done that already. And if you do like what you see in here tonight, please be sure to hit that follow button. Not follow, I mean subscribe button over there. And that would be really great. Plus the same thing. Chat amongst yourselves in the chat room, you know, about the way I'm doing this. If you don't like the way I'm building. Or just leave us happy faces, hearts, smiley faces, anything like that. Because what that does on all social media, because that's how everything works, whether you're on TikTok or anywhere else, what that does is it puts us higher in what they call the FYP, which puts us higher in the system. So it triggers something so they notice us, and it spreads our show farther out, okay? And that goes for TikTok and everything. So that we're broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Let me check one more thing. I see a message there underneath the other stuff. Let me make sure that this thing is going smoothly, and we'll get the show on the road to build this house. Just give me a minute to do this. It's been last time we did this was Valentine's Day. Okay. All right. If you're having trouble seeing this thing on Facebook, feel free to go to YouTube, because that's where I was just looking in the other room at YouTube to see how it looked on YouTube. So I am over there on YouTube. I do have Grogu in here with me. You can't see him. He's a little off camera, but he's over here. See, and he's got his ears on, so he's watching me build. He's probably going to fall now because I bent him. There we go. So he's going to be helping me build. So let me give you an idea. You know, I didn't expect to do an Easter house. I've never really seen any in the stores before. I happened to be in the Super Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago, and sure enough, they had one. It's not a gingerbread house per se, but it is a sugar cookie house. Let's see if you can see that. So there we go right there. It's an Easter sugar cookie house. So we're going to be building this tonight. I did try to cheat a little bit with it and use some super glue, and I apologize for being at an angle. The problem we got in here is because I have a knob on the back of my phone to carry it. I can't put it on straight on the tripod, so this is what you get. So I hope hope it doesn't bother you. Anyway, so I tried to get ahead a little bit. You can see I have one wall up here, and I didn't get time to really get in here and do the full thing because the problem we have with getting the walls up and then putting the things together. So I used a little super glue on that wall, and it worked. And I just didn't get in here. I was really busy the last couple of days, and I wanted to really get in here and super glue the walls on before we even started, but that did not happen, so I only managed to get one wall up. So at least we have one wall up. That's a good start. It's a good bracer. So this is why I went to the dollar store and bought regular frosting so we could do this. I also, with this kit, and I'll show you what we got with it. Okay, this I bought separate. We have bunny faces that we can use, gummy bunny faces. We have rabbits. They're all gummy, and chicks we can use. And this was cool because gummy carrots. So we can line the sides of the house where there's nothing else or where we want to just put them for decoration with carrots. So we have that. As well as marshmallows for the house, blue frosting, yellow frosting. This will make a mess. Green sugar sparkles. Those little ball things. And sprinkles. So we have all that stuff to work with today. So it should be fun. So let's get started. Of course, we're gonna have to put the walls in first, so that'll be fun. And I can talk to you about stuff. I can talk to you about Easter. Usually I do an Easter show, right, where I'm talking about different traditions for Easter. We had that discussion last year, but this year, since I saw this house, I couldn't resist getting it. A good thing too to tell you is that Monday. This is the warmest room in my house. On Monday, I will be doing the show on my own, so instead of talking at you, we're going to work on Yoda some more and work on the Lego build for Yoda. All right, let me open this up. We're going to use the white for the lining because we have more of it and I can glob it on, obviously. I don't want to waste the other two colors on that. I'm going to try and make the lines as straight as I can, like for the windows and stuff with the other frosting. Doesn't mean it'll work, just means I'm going to do it that way. So I may have to brace these walls up till the frosting takes effect, so just bear with me. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. So where'd my little knifey go? There's my knife. So let's get this started. And again, this is not a gingerbread house per se. It is a sugar cookie house that I'm building. Hello, I see you. Hi, Michelle. Is that Michelle? Looks like Michelle. I can't read your messages, but I can see you. So all right. So hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm on the Bluetooth headset tonight. So here we go. So here's the first blob of frosting, kids. And you can see Maurice and I, my producer and I, were just making eggs about an hour ago, doing our egg dyeing. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that close on my face, but I do have glitter on my face and glitter on my shirt because I was using some glitter. So I'm just going to glob the living hell out of this. Get it on there. Let that one sit for a while. And what we made, and there's something I made a few years ago with eggs, and it used to be called galactic eggs, and they were really cool. And it's something like I don't think this is really good for kids because, like Maurice and I talked about that today, it makes this huge mess. Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna see what Michelle's saying, and then I'm gonna come back and sit down. Make sure you guys are hearing me all right and all that good stuff, because I am on my headset. Oh, good. Obviously, you can hear me. Okay, so let me get back over here. I'm a klutz, guys. Bear with me. Never used to be. You get old, you become klutz. Anyway, these galactic eggs were really cool. They were called galactic eggs like 2 or 3 years ago. I even took a picture when I have a small Grogu. That's a mechanical doll, and it was doing the force in front of the eggs. They're really cool, but then I guess, I don't know if they discontinued them, but they stopped making them. And then they finally came back as cosmic eggs. I found them today. But I was so depressed. I was out trying to find egg kits today. I waited till last minute, drove all over town, went to 7 stores. I was trying to avoid, I'm going to say this, I was trying to avoid Safeway. Safeway's expensive. So I was trying to avoid going to Safeway today because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on egg stuff, egg coloring. I walked in, they had some, and wouldn't you know it, this year the galactic eggs are cosmic eggs. So I had to buy this. It was more than I wanted to spend, but it was so worth it. Marisa had never done them before, and that's what made it so cool for her, is that she got to experience them, and she wants me to get them next year again because they turned out so cool. I was thinking about making them at home myself, which is just as easy because I'm going to give you guys a hint. You get your egg color, you get your coloring, food coloring, and you get some baggies, and you put 4 or 5 drops of food coloring in the baggie. Then you take your boiled dry egg, put it in the baggie, and then roll the egg with your hands. Okay, it's going to make some really cool imprints on there. Then what you do is you let that dry, and then you take that egg and put it in another color. And this is how you create cosmic eggs. And they turn out really cool. And they happen to have one that was glitter, so as you can see, the glitter's on me because I was using the glitter. Okay, let me try and get this back wall up. It's probably too much to ask at this point because, of course, this all has to dry. Or should I, what do you guys think? Should I just go ahead and put the designs on before I prop these things up because they're going to have to dry anyway? So, I don't know, because either way, when I start putting stuff on here and have to move it around, it's going to collapse at some point on me. Like, remember when we did at Christmas and the one we had just wasn't cooperating? This is what's going to happen today, probably with this. But hopefully, because it's warm enough in here, this room is warm, that it will dry faster. I just don't want to push it with it. Because it's standing up. The only way it's standing up now is because this one that was actually super glued is holding up. So, for the most part. So again, my shirt's kind of dirty. We did eggs earlier. In fact, if you see my fingers, that's why this cosmic egg thing isn't really for kids. Because you have to reach in and take the egg out. They do give you plastic gloves. You have to reach in and take the egg out to transfer it, dry it, and then put it back in the other one and shake it. So your fingers get older. My fingers were just every color you could think of. But it does come off. Okay, so I'm going to kind of follow the design that's on the box, but I also want to do some other cool stuff on here. And I'm looking on here to see what they did on the sides because they've got these dots on here. And I think those dots are to show you where the windows are. I think pretty much that's what those are for. And there's dots along the bottom to show you where to put the other stuff. But we're going to do this thing our own way because I have all these extra gummies that we can use on here. So it's going to be kind of cool. I'm also used to these things having their own like cookie tray. And these don't have a cookie tray, see? To put the thing in. But not bad. This was $5 at the Super Dollar Store. So that's cool. So we're going to try and do this to get the first one up, and then we're going to put the back on here. Attach both parts and press icing until it feels stable. That's pretty funny. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and do that. Then we'll start making our stuff and put our stuff on the side. That's why I got those bunnies, because like they have like a marshmallow up here. I thought it'd be cool to put a bunny face up there, right? Let me push this in. Stable. Right. Okay, I'm going to be suicidal and I'm going to do this, okay? We'll see if we get all this stuff to glue. Doesn't mean it will. You know it as well as I do. What we want to transpire and what actually transpires are two different things. This is why, we're on forever doing these things. Tomorrow, the daily, the weekly book read will continue. I'll probably be almost done with that book and maybe starting a new book. So just a heads up for that too. But welcome everybody. We're going to be talking what else? Ghosts and other stories. I have fond holiday memories of Easter. It's always been a big family thing here at my house. We always had a good time when I was growing up with Easter. Okay, here we go. See, I got the stuff on there. Again, this is not gingerbread, this is sugar cookie, which is fine with me. Make sure I have this in the right spot so I can press it without losing it all. Okay, yeah, see, we got that nice and pressed. I want to do a little bit of pressure on here, but I'm afraid to do a lot of pressure because you know how these things work. So hopefully we can get this in a spot where I can start working on the sides and stuff. But I'm going to try and use some of this stuff. I got toothpicks in here because, like I said, my hands shake. I have problems, you know, making those real nice. My sister has a lot more steady hands. She was the one that could sit there and get one of those squeeze bag things and make all the real nice lines in here. So I'm going to do my best to make the lines, but I also am not worried about it because, like I said, I bought these gummy faces that can cover up that stuff and not worry about it. Plus, any frosting that's left over, guess what's going to happen? I'm eating it. Especially the vanilla. I was tempted because they had cheese. The dollar store also had cheesecake frosting today, and I love cheesecake. That would have been awesome. Cheesecake flavored frosting. So I'll show you the faces. I'm thinking about putting a bunny face up here and a bunny face on this side. And I'll show you the bunny faces. That's the carrots. I'll show you what the bunny faces look like. Those are bunnies. So these are the rabbit faces. They're not gummies. They're like those I guess Christmas candies you get that look like jelly. That's what they look like, and I'll show you. There's rabbits. I'll show you the rabbit faces. That's why I thought of doing that. So here they are here, and they're flat. Well, they're kind of flat on the back. But see, they're little rabbit faces. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to put a rabbit face up here instead of what they wanted. We could put a rabbit face right here, which is kind of cool on each side. As I look at this and see what they did, because they went with a marshmallow in there, but I want to go with the rabbit face. But again, I don't want to start anything until I know this thing is together, because the second I go to shift it around, it's going to collapse. So what color should we do? We're going to pick in front of the house. I don't know why the doorknob's in the middle on that side. Oh, they're both in the middle. So let's pick a color theme for this side, and we'll start thinking about windows and thinking about the front. I'll kind of copy what they're doing, but I'm also going to do my own thing here, because I did buy all that extra. So, yeah, I'm going to put the rabbit face right in here. Figure out what color, stay color coordinated with it. Okay, all right. Anyway, so welcome. It's Easter Eve. I almost didn't color eggs today because I really wasn't feeling it. But once I got over to the store, let me see. Let me jump up here for Michelle here. Someday I'm going to have a big enough screen to be able to see you guys when I'm doing these things. I'm working on doing that, honest. What do you think? Pink. Okay, I have red. Pink, red, pink, red. Okay, we can do that. That's cool. I'll do that reddish color. Someday I'll have a big enough screen to see you guys, or a producer sitting here while I'm doing this, so I can hear and see what you guys are doing. So here's as close as I can get to pink with the rabbit face. Okay. So we'll do a pink one, and let's do it. So let me line this. I'm going to try and use another color in here too, and hopefully I don't make a horrendous mess. Since I have to leave this, this is kind of comforting. Doing this, needing this stuff is kind of comforting. You can take it however you want to take it. So I can put, I'll use yellow. So I'll put this yellow all in here, and then we'll put the pink face on. Well, so far it's drying nicely. So far it's holding. Doesn't mean it's together. It's holding. I'm not going to move it until I have to, or put the roof on. Okay, let me cut the corner, and we'll see what kind of mess I can create here. Like I said, my sister is the one who is more of an expert in working with this stuff. So I'm not. I don't claim to be. I'm not going to claim to be. So far, so good. Okay. Let me get in here. I'm going to use this is what I'm going to do. We're going to use this for, you know what I need is I need like a scalpel would work, right? Okay. Push it up a little bit. Need a scalpel. That's what I need. It's a stupid scalpel to do this stuff. I'm so used. There we go. There's a big lump. I'm so used to using just a knife because Christmas, you know, Valentine's, it's all white. You know, I don't have all these fancy smashy colors. First item going on the house. Here we go. Put that over there. Try not to make a huge mess because that's what I'm starting to do here. I couldn't find my apron either, so my good luck apron. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so when I pop this thing on there, it should spread enough. Yeah, there's enough of it on the glob now. Just trying to fill in around the top there. You see how? Yeah, should I trust this? I don't even know what that's made out of. God only knows it came from the dollar store. All right, here goes the pink bunny head. First bunny head of the day. Sounds like the dog sleeping out there. There we go, he's up. There's the bunny head over our front door. What else is up there? Because it's not. Oh, that's the top of the windows there. Really? I'm just looking because there's two windows at the top. It marked the windows for me, pretty much. Oh, see, the windows are higher on this than they are. Okay. All right, we'll improvise around it. That's not a problem. Okay. Let me make sure the bunny's sticking really good right now, so that's good. Wouldn't it be funny if I just ate glue? Good choice. I like that color. Good job, guys. What I can do on these two dots, now I have an idea. Okay? Watch this. We're going to do some different stuff on here, you guys. I'm going to put the carrots on either side of that. How's that sound? How about some carrots? Let's get some carrots out. Let's put some carrots on the side. As soon as I feel safe, I will move it so you guys can see it. But right now, I'm feeling unsafe till it dries a little more. So now we're just going to design it ourselves. So here we go. Good to see you, Michelle. So I got these carrots, and I'll show you the carrots. They're kind of cool. These candy carrots. See the carrots? So here's what we're going to do. This one looks really cool. Find one that looks cool, and we're going to put them on either side of the windows, like right down here. Kind of float a carrot there. There's also yellow carrots. Oh, that would be him. Ignore him. He just does that. That's what he does. He's singing the song of his people. I hate to say ignore him because I really would rather not ignore him, but when he starts doing that, then there's really nothing I can do about it to stop it. So might as well just go with it. Okay, so I want to try and turn this around. This could probably end badly for me, but I'm going to try and do it anyway because I really need to work on the front, be able to get to it, and I can't get to it this way. So let me turn this, and if it collapses, just bear with me. I'll fix it, I promise. If I can get it around without losing it, I'd be really happy. And it's working, so. Okay, that's good enough right there. It is letting me turn it, so that's good. This side kind of moved in. Okay, so I'll show you this. As soon as I get done, I will show you what this looks like with what I've done to it. Am I going to like it like this? Because that's the window there, right? I think the dots are off on the window. So we're just going to make it our way, that's all. So let's just do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'll use the white for this to make sure, well, yeah. Make sure, well, it may not stay up with the white. I'm going to use the yellow. The yellow seemed to work better with the white color, you know, as far as that went. So let's do that. Where'd it go? What do I do with the yellow ones? I don't know there. So I'll go ahead and back it with yellow. And I gotta put yellow on the roof, but I mean we'll deal with that when we cross that bridge. I'll deal with that when I cross that bridge, right? So let me scoop some of this up here. We're just starting our little project today. Getting these bad boys up. This stuff has pretty good glue, and this yellow attaches pretty fast. So I gotta give it credit for that. Anyway, so that was my day. I went to 7 different stores today. Everybody was like buying this stuff, man. You know, these Easter decorating stuff, like for your eggs. I mean, they were just sold out everywhere. Especially the Dollar Trees. Oh my gosh. I went to like 2 different Dollar Trees today. I hit up Walmart supermarket today. Not Walmart, but the little neighborhood market. That was all gone, picked over. I hit up Walgreens today. They were all gone at Walgreens too. So, yeah, it was just hard to find this stuff. And like I said, Safeway was my last choice because Safeway's rather pricey. And I didn't want to deal with that today and pay real high prices for this stuff. And that's what I ended up doing in the end, was going to Safeway. Yeah, we're going to put that right by the door. I like it. I actually like that. It looks pretty cool. Get another one. Like that guy. But I was glad. You know, Safeway was my last resort. But maybe it was meant to be because I really wanted galactic eggs this year, and I was really sad because I didn't have them last year. And that's the first thing I saw. I went around one corner, looked at all the egg decorating kits were sold out, and then I came around the other side of it, and there they were, cosmic eggs. I was so excited. Okay, that looks cool. Yeah, I like that. I know you guys can't see anything. I'm sorry. I'll turn this around as soon as I can. I'm just letting it dry some more and making sure that this dries right because it's taking a while to dry. We know this is pretty much dry because that was super. I should have really gotten in here. I bought this thing 2 days ago, and if I had time, I would have gotten in here, uh, 2 days ago and started the process. See, this moved in. I can see it. And started the super gluing process on it. And that way it would have all been together for tonight. But that's my fault. That's just me being me. I've got a dot right there I'm going to have to cover. I don't like dots. It just doesn't. It's just like that dot is out of place. There's just nothing to put there. So I'll just have to deal with it. Okay, so that's on. And there's dots all over this thing. I have no clue what they're for. Okay, I'm working on the windows in the front. And they just showed me frosting for those, but we're going to use these little ball things for the front windows here. Because I always use little ball things for the front windows. I always do that no matter what kit I've got. So we'll do that. And there's stuff right here. Oh, these are the marshmallows. So they even put marshmallows like lower down, which is kind of cool. Which I have no problem with. That is just totally cool. Yeah, it looks good. Looks cute with the carrots. Just push them in and make sure they're on there. Looks really good with the carrots. Because I can put a marshmallow down here. That might work. And they have the marshmallows on their hole, too. I'm thinking about kind of cutting the marshmallows in half and putting them on. Because they definitely have something down here just below this. So we can put something in there. So that'll work. Let me get some blue. And we'll go ahead and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm trying to follow them but do my own thing at the same time. So if you can see that, that's what it looks like. So I'm kind of doing what they're doing at the same time. So there's 5 on there. So at the same time, I'm doing what I want to do too, like add in little carrots and all this. So let's open up the blue. And we'll throw some of those. The minute I open this thing, it's going to go everywhere. You know it? Those little ball things, they are going to fly everywhere. They live in their own life. They live in their own lifetime, those balls. Unfortunately, they do. And the windows look like they're blue tinned. So, okay. But I think you were right with the pink. I really like the pink. So we did a prelim last Sunday. Reese and I went out, did this prelim last Sunday. In an interesting place. We had something happen during the prelim that I can't explain. Don't know if it was paranormal. I'm just saying it happened and I can't explain what happened. It's going to have to be something that we look at during the official investigation when we go out. And if this place is as active as what they're telling me it is, it should be a very interesting investigation. Because, right, it's blue, right? Yeah. Because there's supposed to be a ton of activity all over. It's not just in like one spot on the property. It's all over this property. So it's going to be interesting. And what happened during the investigation was interesting because it only happened for maybe 1 second or 2 seconds, and then it stopped. And I guess I'll share it with you. I'm here now anyway. Um, we were doing some EMF readings because after we ask our questions of the client, after we ask questions of our clients, we always do a walk around to check out the property and see what's going on the property. And, as far as if there's any high EMF. And we were in the process of starting that. And I was training Marisa because Marisa hadn't been out yet to do a full prelim like that. So I was training her and I was in the process of starting and I had just come around the corner. I was in their kitchen. And I turned the EMF meter on, and about 2 seconds after the EMF meter went on, it went off. And I mean, it went off. It was off the charts, like there was some kind of spike of electricity. And I can't explain it because we continued with the readings, throughout the kitchen. And the readings were what I call nominal, like normal, within the normal range. So I can't explain what that was because we never, through the whole rest of the prelim, we didn't experience any EMF spikes like that. But the client did say that there was a particular ghost that she had seen in her laundry room, which is at the other end of the kitchen, that she felt negative, that she felt was a negative, not so negative entity, but the ghost seemed angry to her. And so I don't know for sure if it was that ghost or something else going on. But all I know is that we did get that spike, and I to this day I don't know what caused it. Good thing we have the lid to this, because otherwise this stuff's gonna go flying. Here we go. This is turning into my craft room. This is my, it's like we're gonna have Yoda in here on Monday. Okay, fine. But anyway, whatever that was, set the meter off. I don't know. Or maybe it wasn't anything. Maybe it was just a normal meter spike in the house. I don't know. But for what we saw walking through, again, there weren't any extra. I'll put the paper towels down here. There weren't any other meter strikes like that through the whole house. So I have no clue what caused it. So maybe when the team does go out on the investigation night, they can get some answers. And then the other rooms that they had claimed to have issues in, we didn't have anything happen in any of them. So, we did have one room where they feel uneasy, and it was kind of an uneasy feeling in there, but I wouldn't say that we contacted anything negative per se. There we go. Come, theirs looks rounder than mine. There we go. Let's spread this out a little more. There we go. That's better. Okay. I know I keep saying that. You guys are thinking, gee, I wish you'd show me what she's got. Yeah, well, As soon as I can get this done here and turned around, I'll do that for you guys. I'm going to add another one. I don't care what they say. No skin off my patootie. I think we need another one in here to round it off the way I want to round it off. There we go. That's better. Much better. Move that over there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, much better. But anyway, so it's going to be interesting because the house itself, I'm not going to identify the family, but the house itself is 6.5 acres. So there's a lot of land for us to cover, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a lot of land for us to cover as far as the house itself goes. So it's going to be a challenge, for our team. But we do have enough, and I'm going to say this lightly, we do have enough bodies to go out and cover this stuff. So I'm excited about the fact that my team members are going to be going out there with me. But we do have enough bodies to go out and cover. So it's going to be an interesting investigation. Can we put cameras everywhere? I can aim some cameras because I do have extra cameras that I can aim out in the backyard, but that doesn't mean we're going to be able to fully cover the backyard because it's just so huge. And there's like there's a garage out there, then there's an outbuilding way in the back of the property that needs to be attended to as well as far as investigating. So, therein lies the conundrum as far as investigating that huge yard goes. It's going to be difficult. So, I'm formulating this in my head as the week goes by because I want to get out there within the next couple weekends to officially investigate. Now, I had a little idea with these bunny faces. And what I thought of doing, where's the face? That's not a face. Which I thought might be cute, but I don't know how good it'll look. Where'd they go? Bunnies. Where's the faces? Oh, that was a bunny face, huh? Well, they're too big for what I want to do. I was hoping they'd be smaller because what I kind of had planned to do was have the bunnies peeking out the windows. Not going to happen now. So I think we'll go ahead and line it with blue. We'll see what we can do here as far as the windows go because I'm going to have to line out the windows. But there's enough of these little round things I can do the windows with them. Whoa, am I still on? I don't know if I'm still attached. I hit the button by accident. Well, if I'm not on, you're going to hear me through the other mic anyway. Can you still hear me? Because I hit the button by accident. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit it. It should still be okay. Guys, hold on. I'm going to have to check and make sure I'm still connected because I hit the button by accident. I didn't mean to. I meant to move it around my ear. So let me do that real quick and I'll be back with you. Can you still hear me? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I clicked it, so I don't know, if I did that. Okay, anyway, so it's going to be an interesting investigation. I wish I could go live with you guys there, but I can't. I'm having issues with my cell phone. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to broadcast live for this investigation. So what I will try to do, though, if I can, I don't have internet on the road because my cell phone will be out. So maybe I can tap into their internet and send you guys some updates when we're out there. But I'll try and figure out the logistics on that, or make my laptop a Wi-Fi station or something. But I don't know. I might be able to make my phone. I don't know. I only have internet when I'm at home now, at least for the foreseeable future. Unfortunately. Okay, let me get on with this. Thanks, Michelle. Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Like I said, I'm horrible at making straight lines on things. I'm going to do my best. I thought maybe I could work better with a toothpick doing it, which it is working, so this is good. It's going to take longer to do it this way because I'm literally painting the lines on. But if I was to do it, like I said, to squeeze it out with one of those things they use for baking, it wouldn't happen for me. So I'll try and do it like this without taking up everybody's time because I'm going to put stuff on here anyway. It doesn't matter. It is cool. I'm liking this. It's turning out really good so far. So this investigation should be interesting. And they've had activity since the day they walked through the door of the house. So it's been going on for about 3 years, all the activity. But there's also something else going on that's adding to it, which I'm not going to discuss here. You guys will have to wait for that to hear about that. But there's also something else going on in the house which really amps up the energy in the house. So there's always a reason why the energy will amp up in a house, and and what's going on over there is what's amping up the energy. So it's going to be an interesting investigation to say the least, because we haven't done one since mid-COVID. Is the last time we were out, so there's nothing like hitting the floor running and having a difficult and having a complicated investigation to start out with. The funny thing was we did one like mid-COVID at cousin's house and one of our investigators. And what made it so funny was that we hadn't really handled our equipment in like a year, because everything started to slow down with COVID. It was towards the end of COVID when we went out, and none of us could remember how to use the damn equipment or digital voice recorders. It was really funny. I'm glad the client wasn't in there because we were in the bedroom doing this EVP session, and we started to get out the digital voice recorders, and we all kind of looked at each other and shrugged our shoulders because none of us, it was one of those things where we just kind of looked, we just didn't remember what the hell we were doing, what buttons to push. Before we do this one, we're going over everything this time, because some people are rusty, some aren't. I've been practicing with it. We have a lot of new equipment that we got from Monica when she passed, so we're going to be working with that equipment. So it's just a matter of working with it and getting acclimated to it. Just like with the new team members coming on, as the new team members are training and learning, so are my older team members are going to be doing the same thing. Well, that's not too bad. It could be worse. Like I said, I'm horrible at making of doing this, but hopefully it doesn't look too awful for the windows, because I could always, like right here's a mistake I can't cover up. It's too late now. Let me see if I can send this up. This got too hard. It's hard. Now the stuff I got from the Dollar Tree is hardening really good. The stuff I put on the Betty Crocker or the whatever this Pillsbury isn't hardening at all. Okay, I'm just going to try and do this to make the windows. Oh, well, I did go crooked, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not the best at straight things. Close enough for government work. Looks like a child did it. The child is doing it. So anyway, I'm really stoked to get to this investigation, and it might even take us a couple times to figure out what's going on out there. I have because the idea is no matter what you find on a preliminary investigation, oh, they made like flower boxes. How cool is that? What did they use on there? Okay, I like that. I like that idea. So I mean, no matter what we find on this investigation, you don't go in, even though I have suspicious, I have ideas of what may be happening out there. I can't go in preconceived. So no matter what I think may be going on, I have to go in with the thought that, okay, we're starting from scratch each time, and then write everything down that I suspect may be going on. And then once I get out there, I can make a list and then chalk it off, chalk that stuff off as I go, as we start getting into the investigation. So we're going to want to build this up because I'm going to put some of those balls on there, so I can do that. Even though I have a general idea I'm not saying I know what's going on, I know what's contributing to it. Let's put it that way. It's not so much I know and understand what's going on out there, because I don't. But I know a big contributing factor to why it's going on and why there's so much activity. But it'll be fun to get back out. In fact, we have 3 investigations lined up in a row. 2 are in Auburn and one's here in Sacramento. So we're going to get really busy here. with investigations. Okay, I did that. So let's do this bottom part here. Then we'll do the other window. Okay, so they put these ball things into there. No order of color or nothing. They just put them on. So I'm going to put them on too. There's that one. They're right next to each other. Yep. Okay. It is still hot in this room, man. This room is. That's why this was my mother's room. My mother, when people get old, they need the heat, and so this became her room. And there's a reason why. Even with the furnace off, it's miserable in here. Plus, I have the vent closed in here. I don't even have it open because I don't use I don't use it in here. I'm not in here but to do these shows. This is also my photo studio, and so I got a photo box because I do food photos and things like that for different companies when they ask. So I do food work for people. Pink on the end, and then we'll do the other window. Well, this wasn't so bad. I mean, and that's dry, right? Okay. See, this is drying really fast. I like it. I should have did the sides and everything with this. Another spot I dabbed. Gonna be some accident spots on here. But okay. But it's always interesting for to go out on these investigations and see what there is to see and see what you can do to help people. Because that's what it's all about. It's like I'm doing now, talking with you guys. It's all about educating people. It's not about who has the best team and who goes out and what techniques you're using and yada yada yada. It's all about how you can help people. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's nice. My line's crappy, but I mean it's going to be crappy because well, it's a gingerbread house. Or it looks like a gingerbread house. That's kind of cool. I kind of like it. And when I kind of like lining the whole window on the outside, I think I'm going to line the whole windows like that because I think it'll look better with the center portion in there. And okay, let's do that because I changed my mind as usual. So this one's going to take meticulous time, guys. So I hope you have time to spend with me. See, we're talking ghosts. We're doing all kinds of things. Kind of like coffee with the ghost hunter tonight, isn't it? Only on building things. Kind of reminds me of coffee with the ghost hunter. What's coffee with a ghost hunter? I sit down just like this and I have a chat with you in the morning on mornings. And what we're going to do is I'm going to set one up for a weekend, and you guys will get to come in at I'll set one up for 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and we can set it up for 4 p.m. We can set it up for like 3 p.m. and Saturday evening. That way, people on the East Coast can join in and come have coffee with the ghost hunter. And we sit and we chit chat just like this, just like we're doing right now. Yeah, this could work. Put that over there. It's easier to line them up too because they've got those ridges on there. Sorry. Probably get nailed for copyright on that. That's dry. It just fell off. Too dry. At least it's drying fast. My Christmas tree, before the system went out on it, used to have all these really cool colors. And one of the things you could do with it was switch it to pastels. If you left the tree up all season, which I used to do with my mother when she was alive, you could switch it to pastels, and so you'd have an Easter tree. Let's see, just trying to get this off and make it gooey enough to put at the top of this because they're falling off up there. I think we got it now. Yeah. So who got chocolate candy? I didn't get any chocolate. At least I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten much chocolate candy for Easter. None whatsoever. Cool. Okay, let me do the other window. Let me do the other side of the window. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like the straight window on there, but it's too late now because these are on there. I'm doomed. I have to go with it. It was a design fault. And some of you guys might be wondering, what do you do before an investigation, before you go out to somebody's house to prepare yourself so you don't bring home any unwanted friends? Well, priests, when they go out, before they go out on a exorcism or anything like that, they meditate and they fast. They actually fast before they even go out. I don't do that. I'm always hungry. But I just prepare. I just think about the investigation and what I'm going to be doing and what I need to watch out for, when I'm out there. And then I carry, and I want to start doing this if you guys would be interested. I don't know if you're interested in this. I like, I used to make medicine bag for myself to go out with all these investigations, and I always had a medicine bag around my neck, and it always helped. And medicine bags are kind of cool because, I'm not a Native American per se, but with medicine bags, you can you put stuff in there that means something to you. It's not necessarily just something that a medicine man is going to put in there. It's funny, I got more on the bottom than I did on the top. Go figure. But I like that. I like this a lot. But you end up putting stuff in there that means something to you. So like with me, because you have to put a bird feather in there, which you could either do an eagle feather or you could find. Like I found, what I did was I used my dog. I used my own bird, my cockatiel, when I did mine. Animal fur. What kind of animal are we talking about? You're not gonna, people that live in the city aren't going to be able to find, little. They don't have to be very big, just little pieces of fur. People who live in the city aren't obviously going to be able to find coyote fur, right? Let's be real about that. You're not going to find coyote fur or anything like that. So one of the things you probably do, and this is what I did, was just took some fur off my dog, and that was the extent of it. Animal fur, right? I also put a worry doll in with mine, and then I get stones. I go over and I buy the mystical stones, like protection stones, and things like that in there, and put it in there. And that's how I make a medicine bag. Then the idea is once you put the knot on the medicine bag, it's bad luck to undo the medicine bag once it's put together. So you have to leave it alone. You can't. Okay, let's just put that other one back because you're being difficult. Fine, be that way. Um, you can't open it up because it takes the bad luck away. But if you guys want, I was thinking seriously about making some. For a second income project like for Etsy, like doing something like for Etsy. I've been thinking about it for a while. And if it sounds like something you guys would be interested in for protection, I wouldn't mind making them for y'all. Just give the word, and I'll do it. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Do 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 do. Sorry, I'll probably get nailed for copyright on that. But if it sounds like something you guys might be interested in for me to make, I can do that for you. But it's just an extra project, you know. Just something to make. But it's good protection. I use them all the time. When I have one made, it's either around my neck or in my pocket. Now, if I can just do this without making a mess on it, it's too late because it dried. This blue stuff's cool. It dries right away. Okay, so that side's done. So let's go ahead, and there has to be something over the top of these too, I'm saying. So maybe that would be a good place to put a marshmallow. I can cut a marshmallow in half and do it. That's good marshmallow. And God help me with the sprinkles. Let's do a marshmallow. I can flatten a marshmallow out. Put it across the top up there. Yeah, I might have blown it using this other white frosting. I should have used the blue gun over here too. Stuff gets everywhere. I probably should have used the blue frosting on this because that's hardening more. Okay, so let's put, we got blue, we got green, we got red. Okay. Okay, we got a green right there. We can put one right there. Oh, that's kind of cool to have that. I like it. So the question is, what color? Should we go white? Let me see. What do you think? White over the windows? Put white over the windows. Or white marshmallow. Yeah, I like it with white. Let's do white marshmallows over the windows. And I'm thinking, do I want them to stick out or do I want them to... I don't like them to stick out. Let's see if I can cut this successfully. And if it doesn't cut right, then I'll just have to do it. I have to suck it up and just put them on whole. Let's see what I can do here. Grab marshmallow. Oh, that worked. Okay, let's do that. Let me get the blue. Yeah, the blue icing is really thick. It's hardening up faster than the other stuff I put on. Well, you live and learn, don't you? That's another Charlotte. You blew it, you live and learn. Well, I can always take that other icing off and put blue on it. Okay. So what we're doing is we're going to slap this up here. And I'll put the marshmallow up there. There we go. Make it nice and gooey. Yep, just like I just did. Grab the marshmallow. And put that bad boy up here. There we go, right there. Actually, you know what? I think they're right. I changed my mind. I think we need a whole marshmallow. I think they're right. I think it looks better with a whole one. Yeah. Okay, I'll do the other window now. That's really cool. I hear music. My neighbors have music on. My neighbors like to play music at night. They always have people over. They've got a real cool yard set up in their yard, and they're always having company over. I don't mind it. You know, it's their company, so it doesn't bother me, but I think it's kind of cool. I know what we can put over here. Check this out. Let's see what I can get. I know what we can put on the front right there. Let's see how big it is if I can find one. Where are... Ah. Oh, wrong one. Let's go here. I'm going to have candy everywhere. You know, I have all these houses in here. I have no ants. There's no ants in all of my house. Like in this room, I thought for sure I've got 3 gingerbread houses sitting over there, and there's no ants. I'm about to take those outside because I want to get some spray on them to save them. Oh yeah, here's the chicks. Oh, is that good for that spot? Hello, okay. See how many chicks we have. I also have these guys too, the little rabbits. Because I need 4 windows on this side for chicks. I wonder how many chicks they gave me. It's actually turning out quite cute, you guys. When I flip it around, you'll see it. Just bear with me so I get this done. There's a chick there. So there's not enough chicks to go around, obviously. If I knew they were that small, it would have been nice. So, okay, we'll figure out what's going down there in a bit. Maybe I'll put another marshmallow into there, because that might be good for a marshmallow again. There's just holes on it here that need to be filled. I could always put the little balls in there, too. Okay, I'm going to start the other window on this side here. I love making messes. It's so fun. That's one thing my mother always let us do was create. My mother wasn't creative anyway, and she lets us create. Oh good, the white's starting to stiffen up now. That's what we want. Okay, the front door now should be yellow and have a doorknob on it. So I have to paint the whole, no, it's just the outside of the front door with yellow. So we can do that. Oh, I see. They put another marshmallow below here, so we'll do that when we get down here. We'll pick another color, a marshmallow. I kind of like the marshmallows all. All right, let me line the front door, so we'll start yellow. Let me pop over there now. But my mother was an arts and craft person. So for us to do arts and crafts, we used to make like Christmas ornaments when we were growing up and things like that. And it was fun. We always had a lot of fun. When I was growing up, was a blast with my mom. My mom was really fun to be around. My sister too. My sister, it rubbed off on my sister, so my sister was always here too, and we always had a good time because my sister likes doing this stuff too. I mean, they built this really big gingerbread house one year for Christmas, and theirs was from scratch, not like I did it. Mine's a cheat. You know, I buy these things pre-manufactured. And I have friends that do them from scratch. I don't do it from scratch, but I have friends that will do them from scratch. You know, a lot of people make them with graham crackers. I had one friend that was really cool. I don't know, I haven't heard from her for a long time, but she used to do trailer park gingerbread houses, and they were cute as heck. And they were exactly what you would think, trailer park. Yeah, that's turning out good. Let me go ahead and line it. So really, once I get these windows done and I get the marshmallow underneath the window, I'll try and flip this around for you guys to see and make sure. Hopefully, it won't fall apart. And then I can do the back side because this is. I'm just trying to do this meticulously to fill in spots on here. But like I said, I don't want to bore you guys too much. But this one is more. It's a different type of house to do than what I was doing at Valentine's Day and Christmas. It's a different style of piping in here. And you know, there wasn't the same. I didn't want to use like red candy on here and stuff because Easter's all about pastel. If there wasn't pastel, it wouldn't be Easter, right? We're always looking at pastel colors. And to think that what I was going to do tonight, if Marisa hadn't come by, when she did to do the eggs, the second plan, the backup plan I had was I was going to build this, and then we were going to go. Then I was going to take a 5 minute break and bring in the egg supplies, and then I would do the eggs with you guys. But then Marisa came over, and that plan went forth that way. But otherwise, it would have been a really long night tonight because I was gonna do the eggs also with you guys. But I'm kind of glad it didn't work out that way because that makes for a long night, a nice long marathon, right? Tomorrow the book read will go on. I will be reading at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So I will be here. Like I said, we might be starting a new book tomorrow night. I don't know yet. So I really enjoyed the 25 ghost stories, even though there's no telling if they're true or not, or which ones are true, which because there are fake, there are just regular ghost stories mixed in with true ones on that book. So it's hard to tell which are which, but I can honestly say the ones that we have read, I've really enjoyed reading them. I think they've been interesting stories. Okay, we're almost there with the door. This stuff's a little darker than it was in the picture. Wow, 8:30 already. That went fast. But for you guys that are hanging with me tonight, I want to thank you. Thank you so much. I like doing this stuff for you guys. And like I said, Monday I'll be building Yoda. Gotta continue our thing with Yoda over there. What's the next holiday? The next big holiday, Father's Day is coming up, right? And then we got 4th of July. Well, May Day, isn't it? May Day is the next one. May 1st. But the major holiday coming up is going to be, I think, 4th of July is next. Is the next one up. And I'll see what I can find for that to give us something to do. Maybe by then I can go. My phone will be working properly again. I can go out and cover the fireworks for you guys or something, Because like I said, right now my phone is jacked, so it's having issues. I'm lucky to be online doing this with you guys. Okay, so that's the door. So it has the bottom of the door. I'll try and do the bottom of the door, but I don't want to do that till last because what will happen is that it's going to cause because it's not on the pad, so it's going to cause it to stick to my tablecloth here, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to skip the bottom for now. Now I'll do those last. All right, let's put a doorknob on here. We need a doorknob going here. Very messy. I love messes. Very, very messy. Okay, the glob's something here to glue it on there. Not being very cooperative right now. There we go. What did they put on there? Looks like, is that a dot or what is that? That's a dot. That's a dot, so we'll put a dot on there. Okay, then we'll put the thing underneath on this side where we need to put it. Then we'll start moving over there. All right, let me put a dot on here. We're going to put our doorknob on. This is showing me pink. Now I have a yellow finger. It's all good. Okay, there's the doorknob, which is in the middle and not on the side, but that's okay. We're just going to go with it. Actually, you know what? Let's just put it on the side. Let's put that doorknob on the side. There it is. And as far as in the middle there, we can put something else in the middle. So there's the doorknob for that side. And what can I... Okay, so there has to be... Let me just take this out if I can get this out of the middle there. Okay, it's filled. All right, so we'll leave that there for now so I can figure out what the heck to put in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put another marshmallow over here. As soon as I do that other window and do that other build out, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I don't think I have enough white. Yeah, I have enough white marshmallows for both doors. So let's just go ahead and do that on either side, for both sides. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to marshmallow this because I do have a couple more dots to fill too. I'll have to figure that out. Probably put some more of these little dots in there. But we'll see as we go. We'll make a decision towards the end. See what supplies we have left, and then go from there with it. I'm staying till the end tonight. It may take me 2-3 hours. We're going to build this bad boy. I'm just trying to get as much done as I can with it here. Set it up. I'm going to paint the marshmallow. That'd be a lot easier. Get the back of the marshmallow full. There we go. Doing this the hard way, right? Leave it to me. There you go. That works. Yeah, that works. That kind of works. All right, let me do this other window now, and we'll get the window done. And then we will add the 2 marshmallows, and then I'll try and turn this thing towards you guys so you can see what I'm doing and where we're at with it. Those carrots were a brilliant idea. Okay, let me do this window, and then I'll turn this thing around and try and get it around without losing it all. And then I'll do the other side. All right, where's the blue paint? Where's the blue? Get the blue, which is getting all over, like everything else in my life. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have a few investigations coming up for you guys to partake in, and yes, I will release evidence for those investigations, but not right away because, of course, the client has to be, consulted about what's going on. They get first grab on being consulted, and then you guys get to hear. And you guys get to hear and see the stuff. Should we get anything? But it's going to get interesting. In fact, I want to try and put together a public ghost hunt. Something you guys could attend. We did that a few years ago as well. And it was real successful. So I'd like to put something together to get you guys out on a public ghost hunt with us. Trying to line this up as best I can. That other side is kind of globby because I messed it up, but hopefully I won't do that this time. Just trying to make it look decent. So this is almost hardened in. It's not all together. It's not real stable, but it's getting there. I can feel it hardening. But this other stuff is, yes, it's hardening. Maybe because maybe it's not quite as thick as the other stuff, or they put more sugar in it to harden. I don't know why it's hardening better than my other stuff there. I get done, it looks like a 4-year-old did it. But you'll see when I get this around and turned around facing you, you'll see how meticulous this is, which is why it's taking so long to do this. I've been watching a lot of Little House on the Prairie. You know, they have it. It's on Pluto and it's over on Roku, on the Roku channels. And there's stuff I haven't seen. You know, I really wasn't into it when I was younger either. My mother loved it, loved that and the Waltons, so we watched a lot of it. But a lot of this Little House that I'm watching right now, I haven't seen this stuff before. So I'm just looking at, you know, watching it all the time. Marisa comes over. What are you watching? I've been watching Little House for a month just to see it all and get used to it. Okay, let me make my crossbars for the windows. So yeah, I'm gonna pick one of the old hotels up in the Gold Country, and then I'm gonna invite you guys along on a public ghost hunt up there. It might be an overnighter. Just might do an overnighter up there. I call them ghost tours. Not so much ghost hunts. They're ghost tours. So it just might be an overnighter up in the hills. Well, we shall see. At one of my favorite hotels. This looks like a 4-year-old, didn't I tell you? And how old are you, little girl? Old enough to know better. I'm old. That's right, I'm old. Okay, so let me get this going here. So yeah, so there's going to be a lot going on. Just like I want to get my phone situation settled so I can start doing my lives like I had planned. Also, I have a fishing license. Love to fish. So that's another thing I have plans for is to take you guys fishing with me. Night fishing for catfish. I'm very good at it. Very, very good at it. See, it's just starting to cool off here in this house. Thank God. But it can be hot. Okay, let's see if I can get these things in here without having to add more of this gunk. Nope, it's already dry. Gosh dang. Dries fast. Golly. Okay, so I'm kind of running the same colors if I can on this. So everything matches on the sides. I probably won't have enough for these colors for the other side, so that'll be a change in the colors. But I'm trying to just run as much matching colors as I can. Pretty soon I'll be able to turn this towards you guys, finally. So you guys can see the results on this. So, if you guys asked the Easter Bunny for anything, I did. I wanted a bag of money. Of course, I always ask for a bag of money. Be nice to have a giving Easter Bunny, right? Anybody follow Crusoe? The famous dachshund? He's got a real funny, and it's an older Easter video that they shot with him. And it's one of my favorites where there's actually two of them, really. There's the one video where he's actually the Easter Bunny and he goes walking across the floor and he poops out chocolate eggs as he's walking across the floor. It's really funny. But he's pooping out chocolate eggs. The other one that they do with it that's funny is he comes out as Yosemite Sam. And he's got that big blunderbuss gun. And he's shooting the Easter Bunny. He's trying to shoot the Easter Bunny. And his parents get up, Crusoe's parents get up, and they're wondering what all the commotion is. And Crusoe's on the hut trying to shoot the Easter Bunny. They're really creative with him. He's 14 now. He's an older dog, but They're very, very creative with them, and it's fun to watch the videos. So they might either have a newer video out tomorrow, but they're on vacation, so they may not. Or they'll have an older video out, which would probably be the Easter Bunny one I told you guys about. Or it's going to be the other one where he's out late at night trying to shoot the Easter Bunny. Crusoe the Celebrity Dachshund. They even have a video game out for him, and it's pretty fun. I'm not giving them PR. They're not paying me to say anything. I'm just saying this because it is a cute video. It's the Easter ones that they do. Well, you're not going to stick up there just to irritate me, huh? There you go. All right, that's done. So let's put the marshmallow up there. White marshmallow 1, white marshmallow 2. Some of these are blue. I got to watch for this. So we're close to turning this thing so you guys can see what I did. Sigh. Okay. Let me get blue. That's going to be blue on top. We're just going to cover the back of the marshmallow or cut that conclusion on this to make it easier. Let me do this. See, as this leaks all over my life here. So let's just jam that on there. See, it's almost completely dry, and that's interesting. Okay. Throw that on top of there. There it goes. Yes, marshmallow. There. And then I'll get the yellow and put the other one on the bottom. And I'm going to be able to turn this towards you guys after this. So, woohoo, right? You guys can take a look at what I did so far on the side. So I become inspired again, of course. Then when I get done with it here tonight, I get to do laundry. So my day just doesn't end because I'm done working on this stuff. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just about ready to turn it towards you guys. I've got like 3 extra dots here I don't know what to do with. So maybe I'll think of that while I'm doing the other side. So here we go. I'm going to turn it around for you guys and pray and hope for the best that it doesn't fall completely apart while I'm doing it, okay? So here we go. Lots of prayer on this. So you can see what I'm doing. So here we go. Okay. There you go. There's the front of that bad boy. There you go. You see that all right? There you are. There's the pink rabbit at the top. It held. It held. So there you go. There's that side. Now we'll do the other side on here. I'll do the other one. Same process. So that's pretty cool. This is still wobbly, but not as bad as it was. So there you see it. I'd hold it up, but there's no way you're going to see it that close, okay? Oh, I see 5 of you in there. Okay, so let me do this other door and windows, and we'll continue. And if we can, towards the end, if we can think of anything that we want to do that would fit in those extra holes that are on the front of this that are in here, that would be kind of cool. I'd have to do a water break. Okay, so let's do this, and let's get the top done now. So let's get another rabbit head. I think we'll make the back with a blue rabbit head this time. What do you think? We do a blue rabbit head? They're on the top there. We can do a blue rabbit head, or we can do a green rabbit head. They're kind of boring and green. I say blue on this side, so let's do blue. Okay, I'm gonna put a blue one on this side. So let me grab some yellow to put on here, so I can roll this thing up there. Get this side done. So it's not looking too bad. I'm going to get this thing on there now. All nice and put up. But he's outside my door waiting. All the animals are fed, so he's just being fussy tonight. Okay, let me get this guy up. Oh, I completely missed it. There he is. Wow, this hole's bigger on this side. That's bizarre because everything is bigger on one side than the other. Okay, so I'm going to start. Essentially, I'm going to do the same thing on this side as I did on that side, only I'm using different colors here, okay? So just bear with me. The only thing I hope is that when that roof goes on, that it doesn't bump into these guys. Okay, so let me do this, and I'll work my way across like I did the other one. Instead of piping around the doors being blue, or being yellow, it's going to be blue. And then the piping around the windows on this side is going to be yellow, so I'm going to do the opposite on here. So the window drapes are all going to be yellow. And all that, I'm just flipping it. Okay, let's get the carrots up. You know what? I'm going to forsake the carrots too first. Because I think I couldn't move around. Like when I had them on there, it was hard for me to move around to put the other stuff on here. So, okay, let me do the piping with the yellow here. And we'll get that show on the road for the windows. Then we'll bring the carrots in after I get the windows done. And remember, I still have to do the sides too on this. And the roof. Suffice to say, Easter candy is a lot harder to handle than, Valentine's candy and Christmas candy because no gumdrops and all that. It's a completely different style of candy. Completely different. So yeah, so like I said, there's stuff that what I call in the hopper that we're going to be doing with the team, and I'm going to involve you guys as much as I can with that stuff. I might even do kind of like a round table after we do the investigation to bring my investigators on the show so we can talk about, what we did and what was found. I hope you can see the yellow on the stuff because that's what I'm using. I'm hoping because maybe that's why they went with blue on the windows because you can't see the stupid yellow. That's what I'm hoping is not the case. So yeah, I'm thinking because I used to do when I shot the TV show, the California Haunts TV show. I used to do a round table at the end after the investigations to talk about what people, what the team members experienced, during the investigation. So maybe I'll do something like that with these investigations. So you can hear firsthand from the investigator, the people that were on scene. Yeah, I want to book good guests. I mean, we had some really good guests this week, and I want to keep that up. Keep up that pace with the good guests. With some really, not that all the guests aren't good, they are, but I'm saying, really interesting, kind of controversial, right? Because you got to admit, we did have some controversy going on, which is fine. Stuff that makes you think as an investigator. All right, let me do the crossbars here for this one window. You'd think it'd be easier because it's the second round of me doing this stuff, but it's not. It's just as hard as doing it the first time. Okay. And this side I'm looking at from my end because I don't have it in the light. So all this stuff looks dark to me. Which is why, I'm kind of thinking, well, what if the yellow doesn't stand out right? Okay, let me do this. Get this cleaned. We're ready to go. Let me start putting the doodads on there. I forgot how many I put across the bottom. Oh, let's have to figure it out. Okay, I'll start on the top this time with it, and then we'll go ahead and put the marshmallow up there. Get this across and start coming down. So there's a lot of stuff I want to do and include you guys with it. I mean, that's what this is about, really, is we're here, and I'm not saying it's like an entertainment thing because, yeah, in a way it's entertainment, but we're here to entertain you guys. That's what the show's about. To entertain and to educate. That's what the whole premise of the show is about. That's what the whole premise of the team is about, really, is we want to educate people about the paranormal. And, the show is able, having the show available as well, we're able to educate about other topics as well. I mean, that's why, we had Flat Earth Dave with us and other people. We talk about fairy folk. We talk about a lot of different things on the main show. And I have a good time, and I hope you have a good time too. My 16-year-old dog who's out there does get senile. He has his moments. Like when I'm awake, like now, it doesn't bother me as much. But the other night, he had a moment. Sometimes I work nights. I work real late nights, trying to get guests and doing stuff for the show. Lining stuff up for the show. And so I went to bed. In fact, it was the day I did Coffee with the Ghost Hunter. And I went to bed at like 3:30, thinking I'd get up at 8 a.m. It'd be great. I could get like 3 or 4 hours sleep in. Well, he decided at 4 a.m. to get up and be up till 7. So I was up all that time. I slept like 2 hours. I slept like, 45 minutes before I did the Coffee with the Ghost Hunter this week. I've been dragging, really dragging. Running out of purples, that's okay. But he gets like that sometimes, and you can't stop it. Once he gets like that, it's just you guys gotta let it go. I can't, sometimes he doesn't because he's hungry, so I'll feed him extra food and stuff. But then, sometimes like tonight, because I know he's not hungry, he's just having one of his senior moments. And I'll take a short break and check on him in a few minutes here, make sure he's all right. But he came in here just before the show started, which was kind of funny because he usually doesn't come in here, but he came in here just before the show started, and he started knocking down my lights and my wires and stuff in here. Can't have that. Okay, we went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need one more in the corner. But yeah, he started knocking down all my stuff in here, and I had to chase him out. Felt bad. I don't like chasing him anywhere, but you do what you gotta do. Wouldn't have been a show if he stayed in here. Would have been a disaster. A lot of stuff gets knocked down in this house. But I love him. He can do whatever he wants, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that's done. So let me put up the side on this stuff on this side. Like, let's get the marshmallow up. We're gonna go a totally different marshmallow color. Use some pink marshmallows this time. To this side. And that should be trying to stay in coordination with the colors. I'm gonna stay blue on these marshmallows. Okay. Wow, see how this stuff's hardening right away. I like it. I just don't want it to harden on me until I get done, because if it starts to harden, I can't work with it. I don't even know if I should eat this. I don't even know what it's made out of, to be honest. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna eat this stuff, because who knows what the heck it's made out of. Because I mean, it's hardening really fast. So let me get this on. Get that up there where it belongs. Okay. Line it up right there. There's that one. Cool. Now I'll put the one on the bottom that I had. Let me put the one on the bottom now. But he gets like that though. So I mean, it's something that all old dogs get like that. The majority of them. He eats a lot of food, so it's not like he's starving or anything like that. It's not like the worry signs when you have an old dog because they stop eating. Well, he eats like a horse, so there's nothing wrong with his ability to eat and drink water, and he still gets around. Okay, but he does that. That's the only drawback. Okay, let's get the carrot on the side here, and then I can move over to the front door. So then we'll go with this. I'll show you what I did on this side, but I'm going to start working on the sides. Okay, the roof should be a fairly easy build. So if you guys stick with me, we're going to have a great night here. So let me grab a couple of these carrots here for that. I like this. I really like this thing. This turned out to be a fairly decent build. Bunny heads. Bunnies. So that's all the rest of the carrots. There's not going to be more carrots than that. Don't tell me that. Because there were yellow carrots. Ah, here they are. Just trying to see. I want to put yellow carrots on this side. Kind of look funky with yellow carrots. That's the whole point of having green carrots. There we go. I'm trying to find some that are decent shape to put on there. Some that'll lay flat and have nice points, like. Okay, that one. We'll use these two. That one's kind of nice too. So what do we want to do? But he's okay, guys. Don't think that he's stressing out or wigging out or stressing out or anything. He's okay. He's fine. Oh yeah, I was going to do the front door before I did the carrots. Yeah, let me get the front door laid out before I put the carrots in. Because I'm able to do straighter lines. Guys, I'm going to go check on him. I'll be right back. Because sometimes he gets stuck. He'll get stuck in places. So I will be right back. Grab yourself some water or something, and I'll be back to continue with the project. Let me go check and see what's going on with him. Let me see how he's doing. Because sometimes he does get stuck behind stuff. Let me see how he's doing. Where is he, Gypsy? Where is he? Oh, he's trying to get in there. I see. Okay, you guys can hear me. I'm talking to the dogs right now as I'm going through. See, that's him. He does this all the time. Are you stuck? This goes on all night long. Come on. Come on, you gotta come this way. Come on, you're coming this way. Back to bed. Let's go. Come on, back to bed. It's time to go night-night. Go. Go on. Go on. Go night-night. Go on. Go night-night. Go on. Good boy. Sit down. Go night-night. Lay down. Because I have to put my bigger dog in her crate at night because she'll tear stuff up. So he wants her out of there. He doesn't like her in there. So that's a lot of the reason why he was just standing at the front of the crate because he wants her out. So hopefully he'll fall asleep. Life with an old dog keeps me on my toes. Okay, we're back. Gee, the front looks pretty good from here. I didn't even realize how good it looked until the light hit it. Well, that turned out good. Okay. And you can see the yellow, so that's kind of cool. So let's do this. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Again, when I went out there, he was standing in front of her crate because he wants to have her out. He doesn't like her in there. So that's just something he does. Okay. So hopefully I can get this done by 10:30. That's what I'm hoping on because this is like what I'm doing now is the hardest part, to do these little things. The roof will be really easy once it's on, the ceiling. But I'm just trying to do the smaller stuff right now, and then we can call it a night with it because, we're doing it. So we're trying to go as fast as I can with this. So And then we'll kind of figure out the extra holes that are on here. We'll kind of figure out what to put in there as we go. So let me get this door going, because the door was going to be blue. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Just trying to keep my head on straight on what I was doing. Hopefully he falls asleep. Normally he will. But that's why he was crying, because he wanted her out of her crate. They're best friends. So he doesn't like to see her locked up in her crate. But if I leave her out, I'll go out there and she'll eat all my wiring and stuff. So I have to walk her up. I have no choice. Okay, here we go. So let's get this door done. And I'll flip this, get those things on there, and I'll flip it around for you guys so you can see what I did. See these corners on here that are hard. I'm glad I'm not putting any of those little round ball things in the door, because that takes a lot of time. Then what we're going to do to save a little time on this one is when I do the roof, I'm going to go ahead and do it flat. And then I can prop it on there so you guys can see it, and then I'll take a photo of it tomorrow or whatever, and you guys can actually see it completed, the completed version tomorrow on Facebook and TikTok and wherever else. Because I know, it's going to get late here with you guys and all that. And, I don't want to go real late, because then you guys will start dropping off on this. But I want you to see, the finished product as much as possible. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Because we want to make sure these walls are glued together anyway. And if I put it up there, we're going to have another delay, because we're going to have to wait for that to dry before I can even touch the roof. So we might as well, I might as well do it flat and then show you guys the design I'm putting on the roof, so you guys have an idea what it's going to look like. And then I can put it on. Okay, well, that's about as close as I can come. Not quite the straight line I wanted, but it's going to have to do, because, well, I'm me. Again, I can't do this stuff straight. Okay, I need to put a doorknob on here. Get that thing on, then I can put my first yellow. Will look good. I can put my first. He's still crying, but it's not as bad. I can put the first carrot on. There we go. All right, let me get the carrot on there, and then we are ready to do this other window area, and then we can turn this thing around to show you. Ooh, this is coming off the top. I gotta watch what I'm doing. I didn't cut that big a hole. It's just expanded on its own. What if? Oh, he's out again. So we're just gonna have to tune him out. I did the best I could to get him to go to bed. Okay, let me get this guy on here. Okay, carrot number 1. And I think the carrots for lower on the other side, but we're just gonna go with it. There's carrot number 1. And then we'll put the carrot number 2, will go on after I get the other side done once again. And I wish I had more of those of the little chicks, but I don't. Because that would be really cool to put next to the door here in these little holes. All right, let me do the other window now, and then, whoa, this is going all over. Yikes, what a mess. And then we'll get the other carrot on, and we'll flip it around. And then you can see what this door looks like. This one's a little more messier done. What can I say? Like I said, I'm horrible with this stuff, just making straight lines. Just horrible. I have lineup issues. So let me get this going here so I can do the window, and then we're almost ready to flip this thing around. Oh, you know what I forgot too? I gotta put the thing over the top of the door. Alright, I want to do that in yellow. So let me put this thing over, because I forgot that little area up there of the door there. So I'll just do that with the yellow. Hang on, let me put that in. I almost forgot about that. But again, I think it'll be a lot faster if I do the roof on the table itself and then put it on. It's going to be a lot faster where we're all concerned. That way you guys can see what they're going to look like. Then I can install the panels, and then, like I said, tomorrow, put the pictures out there, or when you guys look at the video for tomorrow night, I can kind of do a quick flash in here, shoot some video in here of it, and you guys can see it completed. I'll just show it during the show. Okay, that should be enough right there to work with. So let's get the little dots on. Yeah, I can just show it to you guys during the show, before we start the show tomorrow. But he'll sleep, and to give you an idea, he'll sleep for hours. He'll sleep all day long. I mean, he'll waking up. Once he goes to bed, he will go down for the day, and that'll be it. And you won't hear from him, and you won't hear a peep out of him until 5, right? Okay. You won't hear a peep out of him until the next day, once he goes down. Like that's what'll happen tonight. You won't hear anything from him. One more. And we're good. What color? Yellow. Put yellow up here. And we're good. So, okay, that's done. That side's done. Okay, now I'm going to work on the window over here. Get that window in. And I can install while this carrot slid down all the ways. It's going to look like stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to expand. You know, if it looks like that, it looks like that. It's really cute. That side looks really good. I didn't think it was going to look that good. So, whatever works. I can only do what I can do. Doing the best I can. Trying to hurry this up a little bit for you guys. This is, you know, it's a different way of doing these than what I did with the other ones for Easter. Because if you're I mean, not Easter, but for Valentine's Day, because what I did was I took red mines for Valentine's Day, or Twizzlers, red Twizzlers, and did the windows with them. But see, this is, like I said, we're dealing with different colors. I just can't put red Twizzlers on this thing like I did on the other one. The only thing what I can do is whatever Easter candy's out there to work with, and it's just a different type of candy. Plus the colors, again, like I said earlier, the colors for Easter are so different from, say, Valentine's Day or Christmas. You know, the colors you're using for it. So it's a completely different thing. It's interesting because you can see this stuff that I'm squeezing out from that I got at the dollar store. It's thickening up as I'm going here, and I'm trying to get it out as much as I can. It's nice because it's thickening. If it hadn't been for the part that I super glued, we probably wouldn't be able to turn this thing around like we have been on this. Now, you know, we've been running into a lot of people on the show that have talked about demons and stuff, evil stuff coming out more. Have I seen a flow of that? Well, we haven't really had any calls for any investigations involving dark forces. Even this one that we're handling right now isn't a call for anything like that that's dark. I mean, there's a couple of ghosts on there that might be a little angry because they're frustrated, you know, being stuck like they are. But other than that, no dark forces, nothing demonic. But for a long time, and I think it's because we had a shaman on staff that handled those types of cases. For a long time, that's all we got. That's the only kind of cases we were handling. And And I think it's because of the shaman. Once we got out and did those cases, it put like a target on our back, and that's all we were getting. And you talk about, I try to tell you guys how stressful residential cases can be. Well, when you're dealing with stuff like that, it is really stressful because you're looking at damage not only to what's going on with your client, but it can happen to you as well and your team members. So you have to be really careful. Flip down on me and I can't do anything to stop it. So, okay, we'll just have to do. Nothing I can do about this window. It was a CF on this window. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's a CF on this window. Can't believe it did that. This is what I get for wanting to be artsy with these windows. It ends up doing this. But anyway, yeah, so we haven't seen really anything, a lot of demonic out there. At least not yet. Like I said, we're just getting back out to do this stuff, so the time is still young. I cannot get this to do what I want it to do right here to save my life, and I'm trying everything, and it's just not going where I want it to go. For some reason, it won't form the way I want to on here. There we go, finally. It's going to look like crap anyway, so I'm just going to leave it. No point stressing. So let me get the doodads on here to go across. It's time. I don't know what you call these caddies. I call them doodads. But that other side turned out pretty good, actually. Okay, so we got a yellow one right there. I'm trying to get across. Because I still have to do the side windows on these things, too. So there's still a lot to do. But like I said, what I'll do, when I get to the roof is I'm just going to do the roof and then I'm going to let you guys see it. Then I'll just put it on off camera or you guys, and then I'll shoot a video to put it into the show tomorrow so you guys can see it. See the finished product. And it's funny, somebody on one of those other shows said that I had a very relaxing voice, and that was funny because I never, I don't think anybody likes their own voice. I don't like my own voice. I don't like hearing it on a recording. I hate it. And to have somebody say that, I kind of laughed about it because, yeah, I just don't. I don't see it. But okay, whatever floats your boat. Thank you for the compliment, though, whoever it was. Some of these are smaller than others, too. And then my breakfast, my dinner, my brunch dinner slash whatever you want to call it, was the mother of old bologna sandwiches. It was good. Bologna and mac and cheese. We eat when we eat. See, he went to sleep. Sally's quiet. He went back to bed and fell asleep, probably. I hope. I feel bad. I know what it's like to age because I'm going through that right now. Oh, nope, he's not down yet. But he's getting quieter. That's usually a sign he's getting ready to go to sleep. He is quieting down a bit. And even for an animal, it's gotta suck to age. I mean, you're like think of us. We all feel like we're athletic, and then at some point in our lives, we realize that we're not 18 anymore, right? And that's what he goes through. He's no longer 3 or 4 years old. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start putting up our decorations. So let me get this on here. Then I will flip this around for you guys. Get the blue out here. Flip this around for y'all. And then I'll start on the sides. The sides aren't quite as complicated as this. In fact, the sides I can do some different stuff with. So that's what we're going to do. And I kind of have an idea for the roof, so. Nope, he's still up. There's times he'll stay up for 8 hours doing that. Nothing I can do about it. I'm hoping he settles down at some point tonight so I can get some rest. Figures. Okay. I love him. He's not suffering or anything. He's just being him. He always likes to be in charge. He's the man of the house and he knows it. Okay, let me get these on here. He's the man of the house and he knows it. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And of course, you know, my girl's a female and that's just the way he is. He's always been this way and nothing will change. Nothing will ever change. In fact, I'll miss him when he's not doing that anymore. Okay, let me put this on and then I shall flip this around the best I can because I want to do the sides. Get one side done on this and then move on to the roof as soon as I can. It'd be nice if these marshmallows were all the same size, but they're not. Okay, bring this up here. Where you belong, where you are. Okay, let me flip this around because I think I got this. Have you guys take a look and then I'm going to start working on the sides, okay? So here we go. Now, cross your fingers, pray for me that I can get this turned around. Without screwing it up and losing it. Getting a lot easier to move now. So here we go, so you can see this side. So there you go, there's that side. You see that okay? Move this stuff out of front. There we go. I know there's stuff in front of it. So there's that side. There's the roof. So that's pretty cool. So there's that side. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the sides, and I have some ideas for the sides to make it a lot easier because there's an awful lot of dots here. And there's like 4 windows on the sides, or 2 windows on each side, and then there's a lot of other room for dots. So I have some ideas of what I'm going to do. So hopefully you guys like my ideas. So let me flip it back this way. Let's do this side first. So there's space for 4 windows, for 2 windows on here. So I'll be doing the windows, and then I'm going to figure out. I'm thinking of putting. See, I have the full size bunny. See them? I'm thinking of putting these on the side here, kind of making it cool. Because there'd be room for one on each one of these. That would be cool. Yeah, for each one of the ends, there's room. I dropped that one. Story of my life. And then across the top, I'm looking to see what's across the top on this. There's supposed to be something across the top. I think those are the window marks. No, because the window marks are right there. I think these are the window marks here. These are smaller windows. He's against the door. So I know what I'm going to put on the ends here. And as far as across the top up there goes, I have no clue what to put there. So let me, it looks like they're doing blue on those. So let me create the windows. And then we'll go from there. And I have a couple ideas on this. What I like the way this is designed now, and I can honestly say this, I'm able to go through and they put indentations in here, real deep indentations, and it does make it a lot easier to put the frosting on it. If you want to go real detailed in it, like I did with some of the windows. So I like that. What I could do on this, but it's showing separations in the windows. Okay, even though it has an indentation going all the way across, which is kind of silly. But you know what? I can fix that. I have an idea. All right, here's my, okay. I just had an idea for the windows, so let me deal with this over here. See if I can make this work the way I'm thinking I want to make it work. Let me do this, and I think there's enough room maybe to put a carrot in the center of the window here to cover up that dot. There might be just enough room to do that. I don't know for sure. Let me get this set up, and then we'll talk. And then I'll try this out. And I don't argue with the fact that the windows are blue either. I like them blue. So I'm going to shoot up this way with it. Try and keep it as straight as possible. Of course, I'm doing it, so that means it's not going to be as straight as possible. The minute I touch it, it goes sideways. Just how it is with me. And these definitely are smaller windows, so I do have an idea of what I could do. This is going to be a long night with him until he settles down. It's going to be a very long night. And again, don't think there's anything wrong with him. He's senile. He wakes up. He gets confused about where he's at. And this is what's going on right now. He's confused right now. If I put him in my cage or anything so that he doesn't wander around, he'll really get loud. So I don't want to do that either. So this is where it's at with him. He likes his freedom, and currently he's wandering around the house doing whatever he does. That. But anybody that's had an older dog like this goes through this with them. This is just a fact of life with older dogs. Okay, here's what I'll show you. This, well, I'm not going to show you till I'm done. But I have an idea for this window. I'm putting two windows in on this side, and there should be enough room in the middle that I could put a carrot in the middle of. So I'm thinking putting a carrot right in the middle here. That's what I think I can do. I'm pretty sure I can put a carrot in the middle. But what I'm trying to do now is outline the windows first on the sides, and then I can see if a carrot will fit in this spot. Because that's what I'm seriously considering. See, I was looking around for them too with the candy, because, you can use like peppermint sticks and stuff, and they do have them in like, you can get like lime flavored peppermint sticks, but I couldn't find any at the Dollar Tree. And probably to buy them elsewhere would have been an arm and a leg. So I just decided to go with what I bought, were these gummies. At some point, he's going to get tired, and that'll be it. He'll be out for all night long. Oh, there he is. He's in the hallway again. I never yell at him. There's no point. It's not his fault. But he does let rip frequently. So I'll stay in here. I mean, it's 9:30. I'll stay in here another hour. We'll see how I do another hour. I should be pretty close to putting the wrap on the sink. So if you guys want to grab a snack, you still want to hang out for an hour or so, that's cool too. You know, this is a 3 hour show. I put you on a 3 hour tour, right? I was hoping to do this in 2 hours, like I did the Valentine's house, but it doesn't look like it's happening in 3 hours or 2 hours. So it's just like the first Christmas one I did was so large, we ended up going almost 4 hours on that one. I'm hoping that's not the case here, but do what I gotta do. And I do enjoy this. I didn't start doing gingerbread houses till I was in my 30s. And it started out because I had a friend that would travel at Christmas who would always go to Europe or someplace. And she'd be calling me like at real late hours before I was doing this all night gig like I am now. And so to pass the time, I would build one gingerbread house a year. And then I stopped doing it, and then just the last couple of years I've gotten into the tradition of building one every year at Christmas. And that's what started with the show. That's when I got the idea that, hey, maybe it would be really cool on the show during the holidays if I could find them to build a gingerbread house. So here we are, guys. Here we are doing gingerbread houses. Even though this is a sugar cookie house, but who's counting? This window got kind of tweaked up, but we're okay. Okay, let me start putting the little things on here. It just can't get any worse. Yes, it can. Let me just make sure, because in order to put those things on, I'm going to have it thicken here, so that's no choice too. It's got to be really thick and gooey, or those ball things won't stick on there. I knew he was going to do this. I had a feeling. He'd been up and down all day, and he slept most of the day, so this means he's active. Okay, let me get little balls on here. So that turned out really good with little balls, didn't it? Okay. Wow, I like the front side better than the other side. I really like this front side. Okay. Let me get these things on here and we'll get the show on the road here. Hopefully they'll stick and I don't have to put any more gunky on it. I'll try and keep the multiple colors going on these things, but I'm starting to run low on purples here. So we're going to go with what we got, right? Yeah, that needs more gunk. See, this stuff dries really fast. Like I said, this stuff really dries quickly. Which when I do the roof, that's probably what I'm going to do the roof with, is this stuff. Okay, let's get this on as I do this. That's dry right there, I can feel it. That's why I got to act really fast on this stuff. Okay. He's fine. Honestly, he's fine. Story of my life. My life in a nutshell. So if you see me looking tired on the show, generally it's because I've had a late night with him, keeping me awake at night. And the story with him, that how he came to be here, was kind of funny because a friend of ours, the family, is at one time my mom and dad bred Chihuahuas. They were professional breeders. They bred AKC quality Chihuahuas. And so a friend of ours was downtown on a very busy street. And he saw him running in the middle of the street. And he honestly thought he was a Chihuahua. So the funny thing is when he pulled up, when my friend pulled up, and then Buddy is his name, he used to do this all the time where you open your door of your car and he jumps right in the car, right in the door, And he used to like to sit on my lap when I was driving. And so that's what happened. He opened his car door, and Buddy jumped right in. So he thought, well, I'll take him over to Charlotte's, you know, Charlotte's mom and dad's house and see if they'll take him, which we did. But the funny thing was, I was in here at one time. This was my office for my paranormal. I had my computer and equipment in here, and I was just sitting at my desk because my desk was over on this side over here, and I was sitting at my desk just working on cases. And this dog comes running in, took one look at me, and jumped up in my lap. So he picked me, and he's been here ever since. And at that time, the vet figured he was around 3 years old. So he's been here ever since. He's my little guy. Kind of cool when they choose you like that, you know? Makes you feel a little warm and fuzzy inside. And if you guys have to go, I understand. That's fine. This is taking a lot longer than I even anticipated it would today. It's a little more. It's a little more difficult to do this one. So I understand if you guys have to crash. You got early mornings with your kids tomorrow, egg hunts and all that. You got to be up early. The kids will be up ready to go to see what Peter Rabbit brought. People going to church. I get it. Me, I get up, I do laundry. I'll be doing laundry tomorrow when I get up. But for those of you that have been here this long, I really appreciate it. I really do. But like I said, once I get the other side done, what I will do is I'm gonna do the roof and I'll do the roof like down on here, and then I'll go ahead and put the roof on overnight, and then I'll have the video of it, the finished product, to show you guys tomorrow. But this one's been more of a bit of a challenge to do. I can honestly say that. Plus, I want to show you the Easter eggs we did today too, because those turned out really, really good. Okay. There. I'll get these on. Should have just enough for these little doodads. Doodads, do whopper boobies, doodadies. Wait till we go night fishing. That's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to go night fishing on the Sacramento River. Lots of stories. You know, some of the stories of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, which a lot of people don't realize, is Mark Twain lived in Sacramento. He actually lived in Calaveras, but he worked at one of the Sacramento newspapers for years. One of the first newspapers here in Sacramento. And so some of his stories about the Mississippi actually were about Sacramento River. Little trivia for you there. And I have always been a huge. Okay, so I got how many here? One more's got to go. I've always been a huge Mark Twain fan. So I have read Huckleberry Finn and all those books. Okay, that's done now. So now, let's see if I can do this and fit this down the middle with the carrot though. Carrot, carrot, carrot. Is that going to fit in the middle? Barely. I was hoping it would fit better. Well, what do you want to do? What about the bunny? Let's see. Something's got to be thin enough to fit in the middle. Because that's what I was hoping, was to run something in the middle. Let's see if I can. Actually, that's not too bad. Let me do that. I'll run the carrot in the middle. And then I can start doing the other things I had planned to do on this side. Let's see. Get some globby on here to put this on, and away we go. Okay, glob. There we go, right there. Yeah, that fit. Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. Perfect. Now, yeah, you can't put the marshmallow over the top. I hate these little dots they have at the top because I have no clue what to do with them. She's calling me out now. Okay, so let's do what I was going to do here. I do have some chickens here too. So let's see. No, I like the bunnies better. So let's get the bunnies. Green? No, not those bunnies. I want the whole bunnies, the tall ones. There we go, these guys. Pink bunnies? There's still stuff to fill in though on the side. But why are there so many dots on the side? Because it doesn't make any sense to what the lineup is on here. To what they have lined up. Okay, I got that bunny, I've got a blue bunny. Blue bunny looks better. Okay, we're going with blue bunny. I'm going with blue bunnies. We're going with blue bunnies. There we go. One blue bunny, two blue bunny, three blue bunny. I'm gonna put a blue bunny there. Yeah, I like that. Put a blue bunny right there. Okay, the blue bunny over there. Almost got this side here. Just trying to figure out what's. Like I said, there's extra holes on here. I have no clue what goes in them. I like this. It looks good. Whoa, it's pushing it in too. Watch what you're doing. Okay. A little space on this side for it. There we go. Yeah, I like that. I like the bunny there. Very good. Okay. That looks cool. Now, what to do up there? See, I got all these little dots that show that they're putting marshmallows along the bottom on this, which is kind of cool. I might just do that along the bottom of the sides because that's what they're running along there. See, what would have worked too was jelly beans because it's Easter, right? Easter jelly beans would have been good too. Okay, so yeah, they're running marshmallows along the bottom. But I don't think there's enough marshmallows to run along the bottom myself. That's just my opinion. But that's what they're doing. Because I would need like oodles. Unless they're cutting them in half. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like we got 14 mushrooms. I mean mushrooms. Marshmallows. Oh, 15, 16 mushrooms. Marshmallows. I keep saying mushrooms, sorry. Marshmallows. Up, 17. We have 18. So really, that would work on the bottom, but what works on the... There would have to be something to run across the top, too. And I don't know where that would run. Across there. Oh, the bunny fell off. Dang it, Jim. Lost my bunny. Let's get another bunny. Let's get him back up there. Don't be falling, bunny rabbit. To turn you in for a newer model. Okay, try again. There has to be something to run across the top up there. But then again, when the roof is on, it may not show that because it hangs so low. It's not going to matter. But I won't know until, well, let me see something. Let me take a look here and see how low this is going to hang. Yeah, see, there still has to be something on there. Alright, I'll just deal with that when I cross it. Okay, we push that on. So yeah, we could run marshmallows along the bottom like they're talking about, because that's what these dots are for. So what did I say? We had 16, which means we can run 8 marshmallows along the bottom on the side here. Just put them on. But as far as running up there, I have no clue. Unless we can go, because it looks like there's 5 spots. So if we do have, let's see, 1, let me count them again, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, we got like 18. So it's showing 4 across on the bottom and 4 across. So that would be 8 and 8, 16. So that would be just enough marshmallows to run across there. Would be 18. So that's what I can see filling the holes with. Plus there's one extra hole over here I don't know what to do with. But I can see running them. Alright, so let's see what we got. Color-wise, let's see what I got going. Okay, so we got blue, red. See if I can put these in color, color coordinate these things. Green and white. So there's the fun for the top part. Then we want to run the bottom. We're not going to have enough color to coordinate to the bottom though. So we can go blue, yellow, green. There's a green right here. Well, let's stay coordinated on this side, and we'll just worry about this side. So blue, yellow, pink, and green for that. And then the other side then would run, who knows, we got a bunch of colors that don't match. So blue, yellow, white. We'd have to run another pink. And then along the bottom we would run, because we don't have any other colors, so that's the end of that. So on the other side we would run white, because we need enough for the other side. Here's the top and bottom here. Here's the top on that side. There's a blue, another white, and a white. So essentially that's what we have for the other side. Because of course we used them there, so I mean that's where that went. So I guess we'll do that, because that's what it's calling for anyway. Because I have those dots and no place to go with them, so we might as well just do that and put them on. The only other way to do this would be to cut them in half, like this, and try to run them flat, which would work, and that would give us enough to run on the sides. Okay, I'm going to cut them. So let's see if I can cut these without making a mess out of them. They are marshmallows, you know. So there's that one. Get them to spread again, because they will spread. So, okay. See, I want to make them match as much as I can. So even if I do them like that, and they're going to cut in half, which kind of bites, but okay. Get these to work, right? At least they'll be usable. So let's just do that. Okay, flatten out. I think that's what we're going to do, because we want to make sure we're running consistently. So let's see what we can do about this. Okay, so there would be the top and bottom here, right? Let's get the pink now. That's the thing I can see doing it this way. She wants to come out too. Ah, my neighbors are starting. My neighbor works nights, so he starts moving around about this time of night. So there's some pink. So we want to like match these colors up as much as we can on top and on the bottom on the sides. So this is what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to handle it. And since we don't have enough marshmallows, we'll have to just improvise around with them. So here's this. Here's the top. We'll get a blue, which I already trimmed the blue, didn't I? Yeah, so here's a blue. This is for this side. And we need a white, is what we need on this side. That's an orange. I don't think that's pink, that's orange. Okay, so let me do a white one. Yeah, we'll grab a white. And then we'll do the same thing for the other side. Yeah, we'll do the same thing for the other side to conserve on pieces. Okay, so I'll just start putting these on. Yeah, that stuff hard as heck is good. Okay, let me do this side, then I'll flip it around for you guys. We might be able to get the roof on tonight, yeah, with this other stuff because it hardens so well compared to the other one I'm using. Okay, let's do this and okay, we've only got 2 pinks to work with, so that's an awful lot of blue color. Okay, I'm gonna flatten these out a little bit, and here we go. Let's slap these bad boys on. Hopefully they look decent. If they don't, again, it is what it is. I can only do what I can do with what I have to work with. So I'll put a white on the end. Just glob that in, and all it is it sticks on there like that. White. Okay. Blue. Don't know what it's going to look like, but I got to fill up, and that seems to be what it's doing, so only do what I can do, guys. I just work here. Blue. Okay, there's a white, there's a blue. Have these up high enough to clear. Right there's a roof line there. Not too high because you don't want to bump the roof when it goes on. Green. I have no clue how this is going to end up. It's pushing in too. I'm not happy about that. Green. Because they're also going to be on the bottom, and yellow. They're also going to be on the bottom on this, so off we go. And me, I'm still trying to color coordinate this stuff. Okay. Let me put the bottom ones on, and we're home free. There's like huge space in between these. They don't make sense. But on the other hand, they kind of do, so, okay. Alright, let me put the bottoms on. I just work here. Again, there's going to be one off to the side here that I don't, by this other bunny that I'm not particularly fond of, but this bunny just doesn't want to stay. This guy's irritating me. Okay. Okay, so let me put these on and then we'll continue. I'll flip it around and that's going to be the side here. And then I'll have to flip to the other side. Oh, how weird. Oh, I know why. Never mind. I'm getting senile looking at this thing. Been a long day, I can tell. I forgot I only super glued one end. But it's weird because it looks like I got frosting everywhere and I shouldn't. Okay. Okay, so this one goes directly under here, under this bunny. Up you go, bunny rabbit. Right along the bottom here. There we go. Get in there. I can't get in there because the bunny's there. There we go. Now he's in. Little crooked, you'll have to do. Where's the blue one? Almost dropped it. Okay. There's a blue one there, so that'll match up into there for the most part. Okay. Not too bad. I've done worse. Don't know when. We're doing worse here. Like I said, I'm continuing until I'm done, gang. And then once I'm done, I'm done. This project will continue to the bitter end. So, like I said, this was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. And for those of you that are sticking with me, I really thank you so much. It doesn't look too bad, actually. As we line these things up. But like I said, doing this is very meticulous. Okay. I'm being serenaded. They were all being serenaded. Okay, so this side is done. Let me make sure I get these things cut right for the other side. I don't know because it's dark. I can't see what it looks like, so you guys will have the joy of looking at this to see what mess I made. I mean, what I did on the side. What mess I made. Okay, so I have to use different colors on the other side anyway. There's no choice. It's not going to match. So, all right, I'm flipping it around, and hopefully this thing doesn't fall apart because I think it's getting irritated with me. See? I can see it going like right there. Yep, see? See how it's moving around? No bueno. But I have to do the side, so I don't have any choice. So let me try and flip it around without losing everything that I've busted my butt working for tonight. Slowly. The Hungarian word for what I'm doing is lassan. So that's what I'm doing. I'm applying the whole rule of lassan on this. So I can flip it around. Grab it and flip it. We're almost there. If it flips for me, I'll be really happy. Get this side done, and then all I have to do is focus on the roof. So I have no clue what this looks like on camera once it does come around. So there you go. There's that side. So again, I have no clue what it looks like. So you guys are the ones getting the view ahead of me. What that side looks like. Okay, so it's the same process that I'm going to do here. In that I'm going to do the windows. I'm going to do them in blue. We're going to stick with blue, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of Easter bunnies on the side. Put a carrot coming down the middle. So essentially the same design. Only it's going to be all different colors because I don't have enough colors to go. So, okay, here we go. Let's do this. Sooner I can get this done, the sooner I can start working on the roof. Which, like I said, I'm not going to put on top until I have everything on it. The sad thing is she's in her cage and he stands right at the door at eye level with her, hollering into the cage. So, like I said, there's nothing wrong. He's just old. And this is just how it is. Even my cats are quiet tonight because I can usually hear them. The cats have taken the night off. Usually they're raising Cain. It's never boring here. Okay. So, every time I think of my house, I think of the Addams Family. Addams Family Values, where they run through the cemetery playing Wake the Dead. Because my house is so noisy. And that's what I think of. It's enough to wake the dead here. The dead don't wake up at this house. The dead will never wake up. Because this house is always noisy. Whether it's a bird, the cats, me having music on. It's always something in this house. TV's on. Okay. Hopefully this one will go faster. Yeah, this was a different build compared to the other ones I've done. But I'm glad I did this. I hope you're glad I did this too. It's a way to celebrate Easter. And yeah, like I said, I want to show you my Easter eggs. So I'll be able to add that in the whatever I shoot for the house when I'm finished. The gingerbread house. The dollar store also wants me to bring photos into this stuff because I'm using dollar store supplies, so it makes them look good too. Because it's their crafts I'm using. Like the wreath I made on my door that I have, my summer wreath that I have, I did that from all dollar store supplies. And by the way, it was the first time ever I've used a glue gun, and I dang near glued my fingers. I burned myself 3 or 4 times. I didn't know glue guns were so dangerous until I started using that sucker. I found out that was painful. Okay, one window down, one more to go, so we'll get this window first. Get it all touched up, make it all groovy so I can put my little ball things in, and that's crooked as hell. Story of my life. Let's get you straight down here. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can't get get my balls put in here. No, that's not a bad word. That's not a bad word, YouTube or Facebook. Literal balls right here, candy balls. I saw today driving people, but I always thought the drivers at Christmas were crazy. Because you get the people at Christmas that don't drive all the time, but yet they're going out shopping. But man, today it was just incredible out there. I'm trying to back up. I'm at Walmart supermarket, neighborhood market today. I'm trying to back my car up, and I'm halfway out of my spot, and they're cutting behind me. It's craziness. Just craziness out there. Don't be a crazy driver because it's a holiday. It's not cool. People lose their heads because it's a holiday, especially in parking lots. Thank you for rolling off the table. I hope he sleeps tonight. I really do. It'd be nice to sleep. It's always good to get a good night's sleep, right? Don't want that everything down. I'm on the purples here, so my color coordination is going to be different on this side. Oh, it needs more glue. Hang on. Needs more of this. Needs more of this here stuff here. This is not gooey anymore. Need more glue. Now it's got glue. Okay. Back to the task at hand. Need glue. There you go. Gooey, gooey, gooey. It's all going to be blue, white, and yellow, unfortunately, because we don't have any other colors to work with anymore. Have you guys gotten into trying escape rooms yet? I haven't. I'm curious about it. Doing maybe getting together with someone and doing an escape room. I've never done one before. I don't know. I'm not that. Maybe I'd be, when I'm out there, I would think on my feet to do it, to involve myself in the escape room. But I really haven't thought about that or had the opportunity to try to figure something like that out. So maybe I'd be good at it. I don't know. Okay, let me get some more of this up here. Da, 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 da. I'm using a lot of blue because the blue stick's really good. That's why. Okay, let me do this other window. That window went faster. You get better at it as you go because you figure this stuff out. See, as I'm going. But I've thought about trying an escape room, maybe taking my team out. I don't know. I know I have friends that do them all the time that really enjoy them. And they conquer them too. So I don't want to be stuck looking like an idiot not being able to get out of one once I'm in. So, okay, so let me finish this one off. I'm going to get the slide down, then I'm going to take about a 5-minute, 10-minute break, and then I'll be back. Because I need to take care of something. And then I will be back, and we'll put a wrap on the roof. We'll get the roof going here for this thing. Because that's we're going to be at that point. After I get done with this side, we're going to be at the point where I'm doing the roof. So I'll take a 5 or 10-minute break, and then we'll be back. Hopefully only 5 minutes. We'll see. I have to refill my water glass. Okay, let me make sure I got this gooey. And I'm getting closer and closer on this. That side still hasn't hardened, where I use the white stuff, so I'm not going to use the white stuff when I do this. Well, see, they don't always provide this stuff either. This is good stuff that I'm using, obviously. Oh, that's the gooeyest I've ever had. Okay. Alright, let me put this together, get this stuff, and then we'll get the other stuff on that I need to get on here, and then we're going to call it. I not call it, but I'm going to take a 5-minute break to take care of personal stuff, and then we'll do the roof and we'll do the roof and not. I don't even think the roof's going to go on, but we'll just put the roof, together, and then we'll call it a night. Like I said, I will put the roof on later on tonight after it dries, and then you guys will see it. Then you will see the finished product tomorrow. Because like I said, I know a lot of you have to get up tomorrow to do Easter with your kids and stuff, and I don't want to keep anybody away from that. I know that's very arrogant for me to think you're going to be up all night with me, but we don't want to do that either, right? That's not fair to you. So, my God, there's one purple here. Right on. Take any purples left. This will just about tap these out today. And I'm not going to turn this around and show you guys because it's going to look like the other side, only just different colors is all that's going on with this. So maybe after my 5-minute break, this thing will have time to dry a little more, then I can flip it around because I'm concerned that these walls are starting to cave and they need to harden. And I don't want to move it any more than I have to at this point. So every time I push this one in, the thing goes in. So I mean that's the wall goes in. So I just want to let it dry under its own accord. So we're just gonna let it do that. But again, I'm putting similar stuff on this side, except that it's just different colors. So it's gonna look the same as the other one, as the other side. Ooh, there's a pink one. Look at that. You never know what you're gonna find now, huh? Hard as a rock, but it's a pink. Good change in the weather. Okay. Yeah, I know hard spot now. This stuff was great. It's like cement. No, it's not going either. Blasted. Okay, we have a little bit gooey. It's a gooey. Gooey, gooey, rich and chewy. Gooey, 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 gooey. Okay. Okay, that should do it right there. Okay. White one. Alright, that's gonna stop there. Let me get the carrot, put it up the middle here. Like I said, I'm doing it essentially the same way as I did the other one. The other side. So it's not going to be much different. I'm just putting this stuff like I did on the other side. Then I'm going to take a quick break here for a few minutes. And I'll be back. Go use the restroom and that kind of thing. And then we'll do the roof together. And then we'll do the roof, and like I said, I'll attach it tomorrow or tonight, later on tonight or tomorrow. And you guys will see it because I'll film some video of it tomorrow. So you won't be left out on the build at all. There's that one. And let's see, what do we want to do? We want to pick a color for a bunny rabbit. Le bonnet. Shall we go pink on this side? I like the blue. I actually like the blue on the side. I'm going to go blue on the side here. I really like these blue bunnies. They bring a lot to it. They stand out. Okay. Okay. You put the bunny on here. You put the bunny on here. You put the bunny on there. You put the bunny on here, and you shake it all about. Remember the Hokey Pokey song? Probably get copyright infringement for that. Okay. Alright, let's put this one on that side, and then we'll get these marshmallows on, and I'll take a short 5-minute break. Because this is going to have to go together anyway. So I can take my little 5-minute break here. Alright, let me decide what marshmallow I'm going to cut in half here. And we'll get those on, and this one looks a lot cleaner than the other side does. And then we'll take our little 5-minute break. So I got two pinks, which I'm going to use. Let's throw some oranges on here. One orange. Okay, we'll put a white on there. And we'll put a blue. And we're set and good to go on these. Notice how they're like baby colors? Pastels, right? And then we want blue. And then we're pretty well set. It won't even be a 5-minute break. It's just a quick break for me to take care of a couple things. And then I'll be back in here and we can just get on with what we're, we can just put together our ceiling, our roof on here. Okay, I'm putting the first one in. Right there. Second one in. So I'm figuring we should be done around 11. And that's going to do it as far as this project goes. So we'll shoot for 11 o'clock. Use the white one here. And then, like I said, I'm going to put the roof pieces on later. So you guys, we can all go to bed at some point here. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead with you in here and we'll get them all colored up and ready to go. Okay. There we go. It's amazing because the holes they did put in don't match. But we'll do the best we can. It's what we do. There's that one. Hear my stomach kind of growling. Geez, that thing rolled towards me. I thought it was a bug. One of the balls rolled towards me. I jumped a foot. I thought it was a bug. Put that one on. Let me put the other one on. Let me go with that one. Oh, it fell down. Yikes. My bunny. My bunny slid down. Didn't even see it till just now. Okay, so there it is. Okay, I'm not moving this thing again and let it dry. And so what I'm going to do is we'll start working on the roof. And yeah, but I have to take a 2-minute break. 2 minutes. I'm going to take a 2-minute break right now, and we'll continue. Okay? Give me 2 minutes, and I'll be back. I have to take care of something. Then I promise I'll be back. Everybody go grab water or whatever. I shall return. In fact, I'm taking you off my ear right now, off the mic. I'll be right back, you guys. I promise. I'm sitting you down. Be back. All right, guys. Short break over. I had to take care of a couple things. Now that I'm done taking care of them. So now we get back to business. Let me get my headset back on. You might hear some crinkle and crackles and stuff like that. Then we're gonna set up the roof joint on here. And that's just about gonna do it today. Let me get the headset back on. All right, here I come. So you guys are still with me. Just one of you, huh? That's okay. It's been a long build tonight. I can see that. It's been a long build. Okay, we're back. And like I said, I'm not going to move this any more than I have to because it's already starting to collapse down on me, and I would rather wait till it's dry before I put the roof on. So I figure another half hour I should be able to get the roof, both roof sides ready to go, and then I'll finish off. So I really don't want this thing to collapse. So I'm going to try and do the unthinkable and move it over a little bit so I can work a little bit more. I'm afraid of it. Okay, it's coming closer to you guys. There we go. Now I can work. Okay, so um, let me get the roof pieces. We'll get these going, and then I'm going to call it a night, okay? Because it's getting late. This build went on a lot longer than I anticipated it was going to go on. And I apologize for that because I didn't think it would take that long. But it did. So, what they have done is they want to line these things. This is going to take forever if I fill it in. We know that. So we're going to do this differently. I'm going to use this white on this. And we're going to do the top in white, just cover it in snow. I've got that stuff so we can cover it with, chicks and stuff. We can put extra stuff in here. But we can cover it in that green candy stuff, which would be kind of cool. So let's just go ahead and do that. We'll just do it quick and dirty tonight to start wrapping this up. And I'll show you what I did, okay? And then tomorrow, of course, I'm going to probably install this thing tomorrow morning. I'll let all that over there sit overnight so that it has time to harden. And then we can get the roof on, okay? But I'll show you what I'm going to do for the roof on this thing. And then we will definitely call it a night after I do this part. But there's still decorations we can put on here. Just let me get in here and do this. And there's probably still some little things I can do to finish this thing off, like around the edges and stuff. But for right now, this is where we're at. I may have enough balls to go up the center. I have sprinkles here too, so I'm going to go white with this. But I won't stay white because I'll show you why. So give me a minute here to do this. I'll do the first half, then I'll show you what I did. Because otherwise, if I go to line this like I followed the lines on there, that was the biggest issue tonight. And again, I thought it was a gingerbread house when I saw it initially, but once I got it home and everything, it turns out it was a big giant sugar cookie, which is fine too, right? So, okay. Okay, so I've done this. So there's several things I can do with this to decorate up. So what we're going to do is I have these. I have 4 packs of this. 3 packs of this? Oh, is that all? But I have 4 packs of this. Okay. So we're going to work with this and what we have here. Oh, I do have 4 packs. 2 packs for each side of the roof. And I can turn around and obviously we're not going to have icicles on here because it's spring. Let's thought about that too. And as soon as this is dry, before I put it on, I'll have to do the edges along here. So I have options here. And what I'm thinking is we have all these carrots. And this is green like grass, right? So what I'm thinking is we'll get these carrots. We got yellow. How many carrots we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the orange carrots, and we've got 4 of the yellow carrots. So what we can do, what I can do here is put 4 orange on each side of the roof, right there, in different spots on here, like that. We can just kind of randomly place them, like here, on this roof, you know, up in here. We can randomly place the carrots up here. They might look off, but we do have 4 yellows, so we can actually place the yellow on here as well. That's all pointing in the same direction. Make that one point down. So we can do that with the root, with the carrots. Then we can take some of the bunny heads that we have left, and some of the chicks, like a green bunny head, or even a blue bunny head, and we can throw a bunny head up in here. Then we can take one of the chicks and put it up in here. See, we can put a chick right there. We should make kind of a cool roof for this, so let's do that. And do something up in here, which would be okay. Yeah, something up in here. Looks kind of cool. So we have something like that in here. We have marshmallows left, so we could actually put marshmallows on here if we want. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 marshmallows, 8 marshmallows left. Varying marshmallows. So we could actually put 4 marshmallows up on the roof here. So we can like plop one here maybe, put one up here. So we can use 4. So I mean, you know, it's kind of cool. Somewhere where we have to fill the holes, like right in there. And then I could throw a green one over here. There. Okay, so now what we can do is we can take this stuff and we could use it like you would glitter. Remember, we've also got the sprinkles too. But this we can use like glitter. Because it's going to stick on here and make a big mess. And I love making messes, right? So here we go. I can do this all the way on here. And we'll shake it down. Then when it all dries, I'll shake it down. I have 2 I can use per. There's 2 of these I could use per side of the roof here. Per roof section. Which should make for an interesting looking roof, which is kind of cool. Okay, I'm just going to glob it on because we really want it to stick. That's the whole idea behind this. Just glob this on the roof. God, I'm going to be vacuuming in here till I die at this rate. Where the more I can keep this on the table, the better off. That looks like, so you can see the grass they use on the base to make this thing. So I'm just simply moving it around. So yeah, so there you have it on there. Move it over a little bit. I'm going to start pushing it in to make sure it goes into here, into the frosting. And then when it dries, I'll lift it up, I'll turn it upwards and make sure it's like in the frosting. You got a hot dog, that's why he's quiet now. Okay, so I'm just pushing it in to the frosting to make it stay in the frosting. There you go. There it is. So now we wait, and this will dry overnight, and that'll be the roof of the building. So let me do the other side now. We'll do a similar thing on the other side. And you guys will get to see the finished product tomorrow. All right, let me grab this one, and we'll do the same thing. We did this. Put that over there. Gonna give it like a thatched roof look. That's what we're doing. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. And that'll be it for tonight. And then tomorrow, again, I will go over, when this is all dry, I'll go in here, I'll come in here and I'll put the roof together and do a couple other cosmetic things. And I'll shoot a video of the finished product for you guys to see tomorrow, along with video of the eggs that we did today. Let me get this on here, and I slam it on here. My stomach sounds like the aliens coming to life. That's expected. And then I'm going to find some spray. There's orange sprays, because I want to keep these. I'd love to have them out every holiday. It'd be fun to start like a collection of these things. And I have an orange spray I use, and I wonder if, you know, like Varathane or whatever, you can put Varathane on these things and preserve them. And then the ants can't get to them. I don't know. But we're going to try. And see, I'm going to do some research and find out how to preserve these things. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd ever be building one for Easter. But like I said, it was a totally different, compared to Christmas and Valentine's Day, it was a totally different build. You know, different candy to work with, just completely different build. Completely different style. Sure I have enough on here to get what I need on here. And then I'll do a similar thing on that side. Okay. Alright, so we're on. I mean, technically we could have icicles, but it's spring, so, you know, no icicles in spring. I wish I could show you, pick the camera up and show you what I did to the roof, but I think you're going to like it. I think you're really going to like it. So what I'm going to, so here we go. So I'm going to do something similar on the roof here. Try and match up as much as I can with the other side. Yeah, okay. Put that over here. Another carrot. Over here. Kind of make that one straighter a little bit. And then we're going to want to put a chick in here. So where's the chick? A chick, another carrot. Going that way. Another carrot here. Another marshmallow here. Another carrot over here. Marshmallow on the end up here. Okay. And then we've got, okay, we got our yellow in there, so that's cool. I think we got this. All right, let's pour that stuff on. Like I said, this is it. We have parts left over, but not really. Because once that's formed up on the sides, I can go ahead and line up and down the joints. Those joints right there. So this will do it for tonight, though. because I have to allow the sides of the house to dry in, and then we can continue before I even begin to put the roof on, because the roof is going to be heavy. This may be something we don't see until maybe Tuesday, because the roof is going to be really heavy. But for right now, we're just going to put our stuff on the roof. We'll thatch our roof here. Think of it as an old-fashioned thatched roof when I get done here. Okay. I wondered how they got the base of this thing so green. Now I know. Oh, that didn't even open, did it? Why, you sneaky little so-and-so with you. You dirty rat. You dirty rat, you. Whoever stuck with me, I appreciate it tonight. I wish I could finish it all tonight, but it's not going to happen. It's just this thing was just, it was a lot more of a complicated build than I anticipated. Okay. All right, let me flatten this down, and that's going to just about do it for tonight. I wish I could lift it up to show you, but again, the stuff has to dry. So therein lies the conundrum. And right now I'm pushing down on this to make sure the thatch sets. I'm pushing everything in, especially the thatch. Essentially, I created a thatched roof. Is what I did. Wish I would have gone more on the edge of that one, but I didn't. So we're just trying to get this going. I mean, you're still going to see white through this, but at least it'll look decent. And remember, there's sprinkles too. I mean, if I really felt like putting sprinkles in, I could dance with the sprinkles, but I mean, I could do sprinkles on it as well, because I have a bunch of sprinkles. But I think it'll ruin the mood of it'll ruin the theming of the thatched roof. Because I want to make sure it all dries into the thatch, into the vanilla here. So again, because now that I put this stuff on there, the roof is going to weigh a little more than it should. So this may be a deal where I have to come in here in the morning, do some more work on the sides, and then prop all this up, and then maybe in the evening, it'll all be ready to go because it has to dry. It has to harden. So yeah. Okay, so this is it, and we get to call it a night, gang. This is all I'm doing today. It's all I could get done today. This was a huge project, 3.5 hours. I mean, I did not expect this to go this long. I could try to give you a preview of what I'm doing here with this roof. If anything falls off, it's on you. So here's what I'm planning on doing with the roof, so you get an idea. This is what the roof is going to look like. As long as it doesn't roll off. You see that? I don't want it to roll off of there. So that's going to be the roof on here. But again, we got to let all this dry. So it's going to look like, kind of like a thatched roof on here. Too bad these things aren't edible, huh? Because that's kind of cool. Okay, so that's it. I mean, for tonight, I've done all I can do. We're going to let it set. I mean, maybe you guys think we should put sprinkles on the roof. I don't know. It might ruin the whole thatch theme. But I do have some sprinkles left that I could dab in there. But the thing is, once I commit and put them in there, I mean, it's going to be like, we'll have to do the whole thing, and maybe it's just not going to look good. I think it looks good with just the thatch work and the carrots and stuff in there. You know, we have a little bunny, and we have a bunny head in there. So I think it looks good with the bunny head. I could squeeze in another bunny head, you know, on here, because like the blue one, you really can't see it. It's kind of like, I don't know. So I don't really have any, I don't think there's any yellow ones. I think I have green bunny head, green bunny head. There's no pink ones left, except that one, so we only have one pink one. So I mean, really, all I have are the blue bunny heads, so that's that, you know. I do have a couple extra yellow carrots, or I have the tiny bunnies. We can throw a tiny bunny on these things. I have a couple of the tiny bunnies, like a pink one over here, maybe. I mean, that could work. And I could kind of move this thing over and throw one at the top there. Here, I'm gonna put a pink one over here. How's that? So we'll put a pink one over here. I'll throw this over here. Move that over a little bit, and then I could put a. I already have yellow there. I want to make sure I'm going the right direction. That would suck if I mounted it backwards with it. Okay, so I could like put one here, but yellow really sucks. I could put a green one there. Why is that one so big compared to the other ones? Oh, you know why? It's a face. Duh. I could throw another pink one on here, right here. For that, maybe we'll just do that. We'll put a pink one on that side right there. There. Now I got a pink one on that corner. So each corner of this thing has a pink bunny on it. You know, I could do that, and that way it won't take away from this stuff. I mean, if I use the sprinkles, it would probably take away from the actual roof. And I don't think we want to do that, so I think we'll stop where we're at here. They made little trees too somewhere. I don't know what the heck they were doing. But I see how they did the green. They also ran marshmallows across the top on this one. We didn't have enough marshmallows to do any of that. But they did run marshmallows across the top, which has got to have something on the top too, so I'll have to figure that out. So we still got the sides to kind of build on down here, and I'll see if I have enough of these round things for that. And then maybe we will run across the top, which would be kind of cool. The small bunnies, we could put those across the top. That would be kind of cool. We may have enough for that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We may be able to run those. 6, 6, 6. So we have 6 of those left. I hope it's 7. So that's what we're going to run across the top. Eve 8. So we have enough of those to run across the top. So we'll just run bunnies. So that'll be kind of cool. We can run those bunnies. So that's cool. So that's it, guys. Otherwise, we can run the bunny faces because I got a ton of those. So we'll put a poll out. Should I run the bunny faces on top of the roof, or should I run the little mini bunnies? Because we have more colors of the bunny faces. So, I mean, because we want to have a combination of colors up there. And right now, we're sitting on 8 with only 2 pink ones. If we ran across the top with just the bunny faces, I've got a pink here. I have enough little birds. I mean, we can do that too with the chicks, but it should be bunnies. So if I went with something like colorful up there, I only have one blue color, so that's the key on that one too. There's one blue left. So there's that. That would be another red across the top. And then we can put another green up there. Let me look at the length on the roof here. The only way to do is just study the length on the roof. To figure out the length. I'm going to do it right here so I can see what I'm doing. So we could put a red here. Let me see what I can do here. Red here. So that would be another green. That would be a red. And we could end with a green. That would work, because that's all I would need across the top. So really, I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if we do it with the little bunnies, we would say put a yellow, pink, yellow. I think it would look better with the small bunnies. Pink. Then we're out of colors. We'd have to have 2 yellows. So I think we're better off with the Easter bunny heads. Kind of like what I did with those heart lollipops. I mean, it's a thought. It's too bad there's not enough to make them back to back, to put them up there. Because normally you'd run them sideways so you could see. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll use the bunny faces because we have, an assortment of colors to do that. And what I could do is we could put them on like this direction here to go across the top, like right across here, so you can see it from the front. Okay, well that's it. Like I said, guys, go enjoy your Easter tomorrow, and I'll be on tap to read to y'all tomorrow afternoon, as always. And I'll work on this tomorrow when I get up, because I have to do laundry anyway, so I'll be sitting in tomorrow. And then we'll finish this off, and I'll get the roof on for you tomorrow, and do the extra little side things. There's nothing I can do until this stuff hardens on the side, which is starting to harden. And I'm going to try and put these in plastic bags so I can save them, because these colors harden right away. So I'm going to try and do that, and tomorrow's another day to continue to finish this thing off, okay? But I want to thank you all for coming. Michelle, you were there all night. God. And tomorrow's another day to finish this project off. But I think it turned out kind of cute, and yeah, I was just trying to make it make sense and do what I could do with it, because, like I said, it was a totally different type of build than what I expected it was going to be. I think my favorite out of all the ones I've done were the first Christmas one I did and the Valentine's house. I really liked the Valentine's house. That one was cool. I made little trees and all that. But again, Valentine's similar candy as Christmas, where this was completely opposite. Completely different colors, completely different everything. So, okay, guys, well, I'm gonna wrap it up and put stuff away so it doesn't get bad for tomorrow, because I would really like to attach this with the stuff they gave me, because it gets harder faster. But I want to thank you all. Sorry about that. I want to thank you all for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. No, 6 p.m. Hello. 6 p.m. Pacific for 25 ghost stories. Have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you enjoyed the build. Like I said, it took longer than I expected, but it turned out cute. That part turned out cute. And once I get the roof on, it'll turn out even cuter. All right, see you later. Have a great one.